Slow. Start a Q&A or a poll. Oh my God, it's all the new shit again. So we're starting at 4:09, guys, in case we gain any more while we're doing this. Oh, hello, that was quick. How are you? Like the video on your way in, so family, please. Because you already know it's going to be good, because it's not me, and it's whatever God wants to pass on to you, spirit, whatever you call yours. I almost went live at 14:41, and you know, this is fucking ridiculous. This is why I just claimed the 144 at the end of Crystal Clear Visions, because this has been relentless for 12 years now. You know, that basically, oh look, you heard me. I put a telepathic call out and two of you heard me. So, hey, but you're live now, and I'm just about to run the door for the school. Well, Charlotte, you can't be on all of them. I'm about to do the star signs. Thank you for liking the video, guys. I'm going to go through all 12 of the star signs. Yeah, because I just want to get it all done today. So this isn't the live that I do every Tuesday. I'm still going to be here for that. So tomorrow I'll just have to stay in my bed and rest my voice. But basically, yes, don't be listening when you're driving because of the trancy magic. That's right. Because I just saw, Nick, you commented on the karmic shamanic journey saying that you went deep. I just saw that right before I went live. Yeah, I have that effect on people. And can I just say, you know, being serious for a minute here, look at the, oh fuck, we're already going right into it. Wait a minute, just the wee spiel for the new people. If you're new around here, get used to me going all over the place. That is the way that I channel. That's me. That's how it is. You know what I mean? If you're patient enough to stick with it and know that it's not me and it's how the divine speak through me with my banging personality, then you're going to like it around here. If you can't stand that, you're going to hate it. I'd leave now. Basically, but if you're on the twin flame journey, you want to hang around here and get the help and get the healing. So, well, I like that. Get the help and get the healing. I like that. So basically, yeah, healing is weaved in everything I do. Shamanic healing, hypnotherapy, which is why Charlotte's saying there, I'm not going to drive. So that's good. You've listened. I say that all the time to people. Please don't ever, it's not a good idea, ever have me on while you're driving. Literally, I mean, it just isn't safe, because I do relax people that much that, yeah, I strongly wouldn't advise it. I know I've got the banter in that whenever that's the energy that we're in, but it's not, don't do that. Because that can sometimes stop and they get me to do meditations and stuff. And even when I'm not, like, people say that to me, even when I'm just talking. I've said this all the time for years when I've live streamed, that right before a night out and we were just having drinks in the house, I used to put my friends to sleep. And it wasn't my boring stories, because I'm a great storyteller of the truth. But you know what I mean? I have got a very, it's like fucking night nurse or something. If you ever take that shit, don't ever take that, by the way. Fucking horrendous. I took it one night and I couldn't move from the couch, and it was very scary, because that was, I had to climb the stairs, and I think I crawled those stairs, and that was nothing to do with drink. It was night nurses. Horrible. I don't even know what to say what it's like. It's just horrible. It's like a cough thing, if anyone doesn't know what it is. So, and that shows how long ago it was, because I just don't believe in taking anything like that. I actually just said that to a friend of mine earlier. If you're not aware of that, the light codes and the healing that I'm a channel for, it actually clashes with things like paracetamol, ibuprofen, that kind of world, the Western medicine. It really does. So it's really important that people are aware of that, because it's some dark stuff that my free videos on here have lifted people out of. And that's why looks can be deceiving, because we might only be on 409 subscribers just now. But that karmic journey has helped people out of really toxic. It's helped, seriously, like, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, it's all anonymous. So somebody told me that they'd sent it to someone once and it had helped someone off drugs. Someone had sent someone that had helped them off smoking. And again, I help my clients with that one-to-one, and very quickly, I might add. But as in very quickly, my last client that wanted to help with smoking, she just happened to mention it at the end of another session, and I prayed, and she was able to stop the smoking before we even done the session. No word of a lie. That's why I've set up the platform for people at different tiers. if you want to be, you know, you're part of the soul family anyway when you're subscribed. Sorry, I'm going to read what people are saying in a minute. But when you're investing in me that little bit more, you will get a lot back. Like, you know, people say all the time, you know, it's just that, and it makes sense to me. You know what I mean? It's that reciprocal kind of, if you're thanking me back in some sort of way. And again, for the people that haven't got the money to do that, then just like the fucking video, you know, share it with someone, a twin flame, because I don't think other people are going to get this. You know what I mean? And that it all counts, and it's all being seen. Just as anybody sending me jealousy, you know, evil eye, hate, you know, all of this kind of shit, that's all being seen as well. It's not worth it, you know what I mean? Or sending that to anyone. That's why, again, you know, if you ever catch some people on YouTube being like, you know, oh God, there's some people, what is it like? Some people say things like, you know, whoever's sending that to me, I'm sending you it back fucking times 10. And I heard someone the other day saying, you know, so it was like, it was worse anyway. Okay, but the thing is, and you know, everyone's got their own way, but wow, like, so not, you know, no, and more no. I just don't like that at all. Like, there's loads of people sending me the shittiest energy you could ever imagine. But like consciously doing it and subconsciously having all that, you know, it's all the shit of the day. But I just send everyone nothing but love, because whatever you send out comes back to you. So don't do that, please, for fuck's sake, okay? But you're going to do anyway. And right, so anyway, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to do a collective. Now, I've got a list of cards I want to use, and it looks like it's going to take me a fucking hour or something. But I actually wanted to use them for the star signs, which I'm going to do a fun way. I'm just going to pick. So let's actually do it now. What star sign am I going to be? Oh, stop doing that. I'm going to be starting with Aquarius. So I'm going to be starting with weird and wonderful Aquarius energy. If you're Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you've all got an 11th house and you've all got Aquarius somewhere, so just watch some fucking all. I'll start with Aquarius after I finish the collective, but that could be some time away, to be honest. Now, I wanted to put a wee timer on when I start this. So let's just put the time. No. Oh, fuck. Wait a minute. Right. I'll read what people are saying now. So please somebody remind me to pick up all the wee cards and that I've got when I do the collective, because I picked up stuff on the beach and I've got wee bits and bobs, honestly. Like, that's what I mean. The way that I work to spin it is, it's like, you know, that's part of my clairs, you know, a mixture of them, whereas like my clairvoyance has led me to see things on the ground, which is literally just stones that look like hearts. And now I'm being drawn to something on that chakra flag that looks like hearts. And then I've picked them up. And those of you that have followed me on my other social media platforms, because now I'm only here. You know, I'm on the other ones, but I'm only hanging out here. And I'm not actually on them, because like I told you, I've uninstalled them from my phone. And anyway. So it's a nightmare, by the way. I've actually just ordered, it's coming tomorrow, I've got, you know, a flash drive thing. Because I always mean to sit down and delete all the photos and video, and I just never do it. And because I use the phone for recording, I thought, fuck it. Do you know what I mean? Fuck it. So I've got that, and hopefully that works. And because my everyday phone is just like fucking chocker. Like, yeah. So anyway, so I'm looking forward to that. Because then I can use my Audible again. I haven't been able to listen to Audible because I couldn't have it, you know what I mean? And then I've not listened to any of my audiobooks in fucking months. And I love doing that. That's what healed me in my dark night soul. So me saying this right now, that has actually got something to do with somebody that needs to hear that. That is how a big, really the main thing that healed me in my dark night of soul was because I was feeling so fucking, you know, shit. I just listened to books. I just listened to books about unworthiness. I listened to books about, you name it, I probably listened to it. I was like Matilda. And I hate reading, by it. I don't like the word hate, but I really don't like physical reading. And when I do read a book, I have to be that interested in it. I sit and I read it without stopping, like without even making a cup of tea or anything. I'll just like read it in a whole day. Again, that was before I knew I had ADHD. It makes perfect sense now. Anyway, right. So, oh my God, if I spoke that long, yous are both gone. That's hilarious. Right, got to run. See you later. Lots of love to you both. Yes, you too. And I'll speak to you later. I haven't seen anything you said. And right, next, I don't know if you're still here. Let me see what people are saying. So I'm going to do a collective reading right now. I was going to save it for later, but what they're saying for me to do is I'm going to do a collective reading now, and then I'm going to do a collective one later, and I'm going to see if the same cards come out. And I'm doing the searches. I'm doing fucking a lot today because I love Leo Moon. That's when I like being in the public eye. Like, I mean, that's when I feel the energy. The rest of the time I'm like, no, I want to stay in my jammies and I don't want to be seen. Right, so right, I just did the hardcore card cutting journey. Yeah, that's the one when I saw the comment. So anyone else, it's like what Nix is saying, if you are in a dark place, if you're, you're overthinking, if you're stuck with people you don't want to be stuck with romantically, friends, family, work situations, watch that journey. All I ask is that if you can donate, amazing. And, like say, you're putting that good juju out in the world, you're putting that goodness back to me for doing all of that for people. But yeah, or just share it with somebody else that you feel it would help, which I know a lot of you do, or share the channel with someone. And again, notice I never used to say that because I was like, I get overwhelmed if it growing, but now I'm like, it's like I'm quite, well, I'm more comfortable, we're just keeping it, we're just whatever, I'm more comfortable. But yeah, just let me know is what I'm saying. I like it when people let me know how it helped them. It helps me have motivation to keep doing it because I know how much my healing helps people. But it's just I attract so many kind of private and secretive people that I feel sometimes people forget to actually either thank me, which is a shame, or let me know the updates because they maybe think not that I don't care, but they think I'm quite busy. But I do want to know. It's just, I've got boundaries around that now, let me know in an email and then I can read it, when I've got it. You can send that to claireeverything@gmail.com, which is somewhere in the info bit, and it'll just be me that gets it. And then for booking actual appointments, books through soulfamwolfpack@gmail.com. Right, anyway. Oh Christ. I've been continued to have some pretty abrasive karmic betrayals and tower moments. Oh Christ. Otherwise fucking fantastic. Yeah, well that very much ties in with false person and change. So I'm really sorry to hear that you're one of the people going through that as well. But I've already spoke to 2 people today, or people have reached out to me, and it is some dark shit people are going through. So that's why I'm on here. And like I say, I don't like, I feel guilty when I'm in a good place. I'm saying that when lots of other people aren't, but it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense that I'm happy and in my strength when a lot of twin flames are going through hell, basically. You know what I mean? And I've had my time of going through hell, and I could still get it, but I feel strong and happy, and that's why I'm here to uplift the collective right now. And again, those of you that need deeper help, I'm always available to help you one-to-one as well. Yes, I'm sending you love as well, and that's nice. Charlotte's sending love as well. It is going to kick you to the next level. It is. Feeling miserable earlier with the rain. I love the rain, Charlotte. It lifts my spirit. Kids been challenging, but my energy's shifted. I'm feeling great. Well, good, because I'm really grateful that Charlotte did sign up to that first tier there. And yeah, I mean, I can't remember what it was the other week, but I remember it was only a few days after you joined. Something happened, and I wonder if that was. But anyway, basically, I do sit and pray and send a bit of healing out every Monday to people on the first tier and people on the highest tier, because there's only people on those ones just now. So, and then like say somebody, I'm keeping it honest, but somebody had got in touch today, and I was like, I'm really glad you told me that, because unless you tell me, when people tell me there's stuff going on, if you trust me, then I can, I think it makes it more powerful because I actually know to put that out there for you. It's difficult stuff, right? Is this just used chatting? The wedding ring is off. Yay. The thing that bugged me. But yeah, that was it. That's what I was wondering as well. You know what I mean? It's like I thought, I bet you the timing of that is somehow because I help people at the end of something. But it wasn't that though, because that was recently. There was something else. Yeah, but anyway, basically, you know what I mean? It's handy to be subscribed to something in mind when you're going through a dark time or you're ill or your kids are ill. Because again, remember, I heal children too. So please, God, just tell me when your kids aren't well, right? You know what I mean? And even if you've not got any money, just fucking jump on here and be like, my kid's fucking no well. You know what I mean? And I'm going to send them healing. You know what I mean? Or I'll send you my kids' stuff, you know, my channel for that, because it's that helps a lot of children connected to my clients and my own, you know, my own children in my life, not my children, but my nieces and my friends' kids. Right, well, that's interesting. I was starting to wonder if my eldest had an attachment. I'll try and cleanse, rebalance. Yeah, unfortunately, the kids do pick up stuff from, yeah. So, you know what I mean? They're very, very sensitive. That's why they keep pushing me with my kids healing. Because, yeah, so just, you know, ask me on the thing and I can send you that. I'm in my crone cave. Right, okay, so let's, now that I've caught up with them now, right, so we're going to do the collective energy. Like you say, this could take a while. I'm going to put on the thing because I can't be sitting here till I might be coming on later, you know what I mean? It's, anyway, we'll just, what do I need? Stopwatch. Right, start. Okay, so let's just start. So the collective energy, before I even do the spread that I'm going to do, I did shuffle these cards, which I don't use all the time. And I was like, look, you know, tell me something about generally what's going on with the collective. And change came out, right, which is a 9. And as we know, 9 is endings, or if you didn't know, 9 is endings. And so something may, oh God, actually, yeah, something significant may have been going on around the 8th and the 9th of November there, which, oh, God, really broke my fucking shell. So again, but they see that everything I do, my movements and stuff, shit, is like kind of like the energy. What was I going to do there? I can feel a bit of nervous energy around, actually. 9th, the 9th was, that was a Tuesday and a Wednesday. Oh yeah, so like a week ago. So if you're going through a lot of heavy shit with betrayals or people revealing themselves, yeah, because this, I've just noticed it's the 8th and the 9th, so there must be something about that. Also, that could be the 8th of September or the 9th of August. That, you know, discard that if that's not, but it's just pull me in. But yeah, look, that, you know, that, so I'm going to put it back and I'll shuffle so that, you know, but that did come up before it came on. It was just, there's changes with false people. Now, obviously, that is a man and a woman, so it can be talking about karmic situations between a man and a woman, or if you're same-sex couple, just change it about. If you're divine masculine as a woman, change about, you know, just because that could easily be the false person could be a man and you could be a woman, or, you know, it could be same-sex, or it could be like it is on the card. But also, it doesn't need to be romantic either. It could be like karmic family. It could be karmic friends. It could be people at work. Or it could be, like I said to someone today, your karmic situation could be an addiction. It could be, you know, falling into negative thinking. Like, it's not a coincidence. I just said to someone today, you know, that whole spiel about just be aware. Like, I'm not telling people what to do, but if you find that the stuff I do heals you, notice when stuff doesn't work, when you're mixing that, when I itch my nose, that's the spirit world, by the way. Like the dead people, to be, you know, just so that people, to be blunt, because and with this high degrees of Scorpio, you know, Venus and Mercury in Scorpio, I bet you people's loved ones will do, oh my God, totally. They've just pulled me in the word mediumship when I said that. They're wanting to talk. Have I got, I don't know where. I mean, the thing is, I'll just say what they want to say through when I'm doing all the chat, but definitely people's loved ones in spirit, I feel they're angry. I feel they're angry about this. But yeah, just like I say, I was getting there. Right, wait a minute, I'm just going to shuffle on this, right? There's stuff to do with court situations with a lot of people. And I mean, like, a lot of them, because it's like, I pulled courthouse earlier, and just a few people have get in touch with me saying things about that. Great fortune in poverty. Look. So I wonder if there's situations where, you know, there's been, 37. It's like, yeah, so I feel it's weird, right? There's a mixture of people that you're about to come into quite a lot of money. And I do feel it's the people that have been really of integrity, working hard and helping a lot of people. So yeah, I'm open for my abundance. Like, listen, I'm no a money person, but we do need it to survive in this existence. But it's not just an abundance of money. I feel it's an abundance of happiness, love, success, you know, accolades, like this kind of stuff. I do feel like that coming for a lot of people. The hummingbird might be significant to someone, but there's also, so there's, put it this way, there's people that are coming into some sort of money. And if it's not happened yet, it's in transit, it's not manifested yet. What is that? Oh my God, they're definitely, this is so weird. They're definitely wanting me to do mediumship today. Because look at that bit of paper, it says mediumship. And I've written mediumship up there for when that was where I was putting my cards. And then that's pretty crazy. But we've got poverty and I've pulled it in reverse. So again, it's like, I really do feel it's like people's finances out there. So again, this is going to be everyone, but I'll just go with this. Someone's finances really haven't been well, and it's because of being around either a person or people like that were draining your energy. So if you're new, when I look away, that's my clairvoyance, by the way. So just in case anyone's wondering that, but it's like, yeah, being around people that were really, you know, energy vampires, zapping your energy. And like you say, you know, a lot of the time that can happen subconsciously as well. People aren't meaning to do that, but they're doing. So this is why you need to be aware of your healthy boundaries. But I feel because of like, so this is on the timeline of the people that have noticed the false people and pulled away from them. I feel you're starting to either notice your money getting better, or you're still in a place of like, what the fuck's happening? But it's all going to come at you. Like quite a lot of it is going to come because you've pulled away, and it's basically to reward you for pulling yourself away from situations that aren't for you. Right, I'm going to put them back right now. So specifically tell us about, what about the change with the false people? I was trying to make the youngest listen again this morning, but he was not having it. The eldest was being forced to listen to it. Don't force them in it. If they don't want it, then they're not. But you probably, like Claire said, she was going to do another one because I did. Like I want to do a kids shamanic journey one. So probably a bit. I'm sorry. I think I'm psychic or something. I'm fucking gobsmacked. See what I mean? Because I was even like, was I meant? Is it? Yeah, that's not everyone, but courthouse. Holy fucking shitballs. Okay, so where I know, I love him too. But it's yeah, now that you've reminded me that, I'm definitely gonna I need to do a wee, because it won't take me long. I need to do that. So yeah, there's something going on with, like, you know, court situations or legal situations, and you know, it's something to do with like people, you know, partnerships that have broken down, whether this be ages ago or more recently, or yeah. And again, we've got message in reverse. So there's something here, like, you know, it's like, look, messages not coming forward. This is why I say, like, you know, reserve judgment on your, you know, twin flame dynamics and stuff, because this isn't going on with everyone. But imprisonment, it could be quite literal for some people, like, but it's like, you know, in reverse, it's like, you know, someone's felt trapped by difficult situations here. Like you say, that is, someone had actually contacted me today, and it was kind of similar to this. But anyway, so I'm not going to court next month. You're good. Fucking hell. Do you know what? I'd love to take credit for that, but. And see, now that you've told me, man that never tells me your name, but actually, do you know what? I realise, see, when you never tell me your name, I kind of get that, because I'm like that on you. I'm like, I'm not fucking telling you what anyway. But you know what I mean? I don't even chat from crystal clear vision, so I totally dig that. But it's just I never know what to call you. So I don't know what to call you. I mean, will I call you Cole? Remember, I was like, is that my dad? Because it kind of looks like Cole. And my dad's Colin. But it's like, it's not. He's a Scorpio. He'll just be watching. He'll know me. But yeah, I don't think he would. This is the thing. It is taking a bit of a risk because I wonder if I would know if it was somebody trying to trick me. But yes. So, well, I'm sorry to hear that. And providing it's like, are you innocent? I shall pray for you. But yeah, basically, there is things to do with court, so it'll be all different things for different people. I definitely, look, and there's messages not coming forward because I'd imagine this will be, is there a kid? I think this will be something about children for a lot of people as well, like custody of children and stuff, and something like Connor, right? Thank you, Connor. At last, we have your name. I will never forget your name, Connor, because I've wanted your name for ages. Right, tell us something more about the changes, the courthouse, I just went past marriage there, so oh my Christ, adjudication, oh fuck, Christ, yep. So, this is because it's Scorpio, like I'm psychic detective all the time, and because it's Scorpio, and today it's look, something, there's a dead situation there again. It's like something's look, a death to a relationship, definitely, because false person reverse, it's like somebody's been rumbled and it's like somebody's put a stop to it. And the courthouse situation will be behind you soon enough, and there'll be a gift coming. Oh my God, there'll be a gift coming to you, and there's child. Yeah, I couldn't remember if there was something about it. So I know that is absolutely true. Official person, the energy thief. I mean, it's all going on. It's all going on for a lot of folk out there. Right, so, oh shit, right, let's just do the other ones now. I just needed to sort of check that because it's weird when I get when I get downloads myself that are really specific, and then I get other people like confirming or clarifying things I was picking up on. And it always fascinates me how, remember, I'm surrounded by twin flames. So, but twin flames are in all different situations. Like, so it's like the same themes or drama going on a lot of the time with people. And I have to say, again, keeping it all anonymous, but today, like, from a few people, and again, remember, I'm not talking to loads of people all the time. The most I'm sort of interactive is when I come on here and do a live once a week, and maybe sometimes occasionally it might be more, but it's really only once a week right now. Very sad stuff, just very hard, almost kind of like, the kind of stuff that that people have been saying today. It's just kind of, and actually all stuff to do with children. Just, and it's almost like the kind of stuff that I've been getting messages about. It's like it just puts everything else into perspective, and it's just kind of like, anyway, that's really all I can sort of say. But right, so what do we need to know about anything here? And I'll start with the spread. In fact, where are the mediumship cards? Because they clearly want me. Oh, there they are. I can't believe, well, I can believe it, but like you say, it's just, I just pick it up with the way that the divine, the way that God speaks to me, and then I mean, that's just, it just confirms it. So that's really pretty wow. Right, so what does the spirit world in general want to say about, to help the collective people that are in stuff like that? Oh fuck, that's a bit much, but we're helping bring a little luck your way. You deserve it. You see, they are though. Because if people are in heavy shit like that, and you think you're helpless and you're trapped, and I need help, and like it's like, I kind of heard like, I'm the good guy in this kind of, or I'm the good, girl or whatever. It's like, I'm here to help people like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm here to help energetically you out of difficult situations, so so even just through on this. But I can't help people if they don't reach out. You see, if you watched a little video yesterday, I can't help people if they don't say. So, and it doesn't always need to involve having a session with me. It can just be on here, but then I suppose you need to be brave enough to speak up on the thing for me to know, you know what I mean? or helping to bring a little luck your way, you deserve it. The bear may be significant, and maybe a significant power animal for a lot of people. I work with a bear. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm going to stop being, well, I don't think I'll ever stop being so right, but look at this. Look what I just said. I haven't even fucking read these yet, right? I work with a bear as a very protective energy, you know, because I always come in with a very strong, you know, mama wolf energy or big brown bear sort of energy. And again, I've got loads of power animals, but that is, you know, I work closely with these energies. Seek professional help if you need to. All will be well. So again, like, you know, I'm not, I'm not just saying this. Like literally, I was prepared to help a lot of people in Scorpio season, and we're actually in the last week of Scorpio season. I'm really quite surprised how quiet I've been, but I get why it's been, so that I can be more in my feminine and sort out a lot of my own stuff. And I mean, you know, this office is a fucking tip, but I did spend quite a while tidying up this desk so I can do this today. And then and the rest of my house is really quite just a lots of clutter that I've been trying to shift for ages. I've just been getting on with. So it's, you know, I feel a lot freer. And, you know, that moment last week, that was kind of weird when I was like, I feel really free for the first time. I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, there's those of you that do need to seek professional help, whether that be from myself or whether it be from someone else. But again, if you know other shamans, mediums, counselors, coaches, hypnotherapists, can heal your inner child and your adult all at the same time, can handle the darkest of the heaviest shit, then by all means go to them. But that's all the stuff that I do. That was me really kind of, well, it's true though, isn't it? They're saying it through me, but it's true. Someone needs your support. Can you help them? We will guide you. So again, that's kind of interesting, because it's like, that is exactly what, you know, with the few people I've spoke to, either, you know, people have contacted me or I've spoke to people today. It was literally me feel, well, actually you'll see that in the video. I was like, oh, I need, you know, I was seeing I needed to call my friend or like get in touch with her. So then I was guided to do that. And all I can say is, you know, because that could be anyway, is that my friend absolutely did need support. So, you know, trust it when you feel somebody needs your help. Where it gets a little bit complicated is if you're feeling your twin flame needs your help, you need, that's like a fucking minefield, isn't it? Because you could be met with being ghosted, or you could be, you know, met with something more abrupt because you just don't know what's going on in their life. So it is a wee bit more, like, say, of a minefield. We support you as you cleanse and clear both inside and outside. So you got to use your own intuition with that. Unfortunately, try not to worry. We will bring helpful people in your life, and that's what I'm doing here right now, helping people that are in that situation to uplift you. There's something about the 19th that may be significant here. So what fucking day is today? Today is 15th. So yeah, it's only 4 days away. So something significant about the 19th there. Right, so let's get into this. Let's get into it. So we're starting with, well, we're already in it, but I took my bear on my journey earlier, but pretty much only remember the door, then you fell asleep. Well, you see, when you fall asleep that soon into it, you are really needing that. You were really needing that. Right. So on the beach today, I mean, it's quite funny because now I'm like, oh, that was the broken-hearted one. Right, okay. So the broken-hearted one. I'm sure I picked up another stone that was like a heart, but look, that, I don't know if it does look like a heart. It does. So there was that, right? I got drawn to that on the beach. And when I'm showing you this, it's really because, like, I feel there's energy with it from people's loved ones in spirit, because usually when I pick up physical things, oh, it does look like a heart. It does. So take the love from this. Panda Man, you're the one that I was right. Okay, so see if I can find out that is someone I know. Anyway, it's not. It's not, I don't know. I'm good, but remember, it's not crystal, it's clear. Are we going to do this every single fucking time? I'm good. How are you? So this, look at this. Does that or does it not look like one half of a broken heart? I keep wanting to. What becomes of the broken? What is that? What becomes? Is that fucking? What becomes of the broken-hearted? What's the? See, when they give me songs that I don't really know. What becomes Jimmy Ruffin? Well, As I walk this land with broken dreams, I have visions of many things, because they're clear visions, but happiness is just an illusion, filled with sadness, confusion. What becomes of the broken-hearted? Who had love that's now departed? I know I've got to find some kind of peace of mind. The roots of love all grow, blah, 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 blah. But for me, they all come tumbling down. Every day, heartache grows a little stronger. I can't stand this pain much longer. I walk in the shadows, searching for light, cold and alone, no comfort in sight. Hoping and praying for someone to care. This is Divine Masculine Collective. This is some of you. This is some of your twin flames. Someone screamed outside when I said that. But also, like I say, because I actually spoke to someone earlier today, yeah, there's also people who are brokenhearted for nothing to do with love, and but twin flames that are having awful, just power moments left, right, and centre. I'm searching, though I don't succeed, but someone look, there's a growing need. Oh, he's lost, there's no place for beginning. All that's left is unhappy ending. Now becomes a broken heart. Yeah, I mean it's not great, is it? It's just no hope. Yeah. So there's a lot of people feeling very hopeless. And again, for someone that I spoke to earlier, it is like that, when there is there's things in life that we genuinely are quite helpless about, and for me it's death, isn't it? Like, death. I mean, we're in the season of Scorpio. Scorpio is death, whether that is death and transformation, change, or literal death. We can't do anything about that, and we do have to be brokenhearted. So I do feel there are some people out there, unfortunately, losing loved ones, so or had recent bereavements, and so you've got all my love if that is the case, or missing people. I know that someone had said to me earlier it was someone's anniversary coming up soon, and that was actually when I'd actually got led to contact them. So anyway, what do we need to know from this deck? Like I say, it's some dark shit that's going on right now, you know what I mean? Shit is going down with your job. Yeah, so maybe that's got something to do with the money stuff I was picking up on. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. Sorry for laughing. Some of this is going to be some dark humor, but it's like, that's the people that are holding on jobs that you really don't enjoy, that are draining your soul. And maybe because you've got gossipy fuckers around you and that as well. I've definitely worked in a few jobs like that in my time. It's, yeah. So that will be specific to some people. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely, believe what you see. I feel that's about the false people around you. Like, choose bravely who you have around you. I say it all the time, but it's because it's true. You become like the 5 people you choose to spend the most time around. So I don't care whether that's your best friends of however long, and that's why you can't ever let them go. Yes, you can. If they're not good friends anymore, you can let them go with love, but you can let them go and put up healthy boundaries, or even family, or definitely work situations. But I mean, it's different for different people, right? One more card and then let's go and get going with this. Oh, look, shit. Okay, so this is a bit of a harsh one, and I almost kind of don't want to deliver it, but it's definitely, there's a theme, because I did say something like that in that one last night, the quick one, that South Node and Scorpio, there will be reasons for people feeling incredibly in a painful place, but it's also, you could just fall into being completely helpless, completely like that song I've just channeled, and just total victim mentality, and nothing's ever going to get better, and everyone's doing everything wrong to you. And and again, like, listen, I've been in that place in my life before, and it's definitely part of before you go through your dark night of the soul, really, I would say. And nobody's perfect. You could still sort of fall into that, but you tend to not really, I'm all about personal responsibility. Nobody's saying that you haven't been hurt, you haven't been betrayed. I bet you have. You definitely will have been if you're a twin flame, but it isn't always everybody else's fault. I mean, this says it's not everyone else's fault, it's yours. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. Again, very fucking harsh, guys, right? That feels very fucking harsh for some of the things, like you say, some of the situations that some people are in, it really is dark stuff, and it's most beautiful people ever that absolutely don't deserve to be getting shitty stuff happen to them. But what that really just means to me is, wherever it is that it's contributed to you being surrounded by others, like, can you do even the slightest thing for yourself? Like, I'm just trying to think, like, someone recently this week, I was sort of just reminding them of their own, this is what I'm here to do, I was reminding them of their own strength and their own power, and I was actually just reminding them, get my journey on. And that's because that's somebody that I know, when they were feeling down, or they get stuck in their head, or feels like totally out of control, they, just like a lot of you, watched that journey and was amazed, you know, like, not only did they go, not only did they feel better, and you know, on every level, you know, they had all this energy as well, you know what I mean? I think I seem to remember that person hadn't been out a running all of that and was fucking going running every day. But this is just, that's what everybody that gets healing from me says, things like this. You know, if you were a runner, I wish you'd fucking done that for me. You know what I mean? I've not been a running about a year and a half or so since I've done the like, not even the last challenge, the challenge before the challenge. But anyway, so taking parents' responsibility for wherever you've got yourself surrounded by toxic people, or you know, things that aren't good for you, or people that aren't good for you. Where can you, you know, forgive yourself for not being able to see through that, and even just forgive other people for, you know, whatever's made them that way. But again, it doesn't mean you need to still hang around with them. And this is, I think, a big lesson people are learning. I can't read some of these. I actually can't. They're so fucking harsh, it's not even funny, but maybe it'll make people laugh. You look like a shit show. You're a hot mess. Fact, clean yourself up. And I can feel a lot of activity around my third eye. So again, I feel, you know, with all this sort of Pisces strong energy about, you know, I feel many people, not everyone, some people could be turning to like drink and maybe even drugs, and really kind of falling into a pit of despair. And again, if it isn't, you know, drinking and things like that, it's escapism in some way. Like I say, some people can, well, you can have an addiction to food, you can have an addiction to sex, and just kind of, you know, there's loads of people that do that, that just get into loads of different things with different people and then find themselves deeply unfulfilled. Shit could be so much worse. Be fucking grateful. Okay, I'm going to stop using these because they're really fucking harsh, but I mean, they did get me to pick them up, didn't they? That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. Wow, that I like that one better. And also the fact that, you know, so again, it's like, basically, to me, that's get out of victim mode and go and get what it is you want, or who it is you want, basically. And that is only for the twin flames that are at, but that isn't even about your twin flame. Of course it is for some people that are at that bit, but it's not for the ones, regardless of gender, that are in their dark night of soul. There's other heavy shit going on in their lives, if it's things to do with court and whatever, or people dying, all that, whatever the different stuff it is that's happening to people. You need to love yourself and give back to yourself, and you'll be guided to your twin flame when you're meant to be. The other people that know fine well they're meant to be there, and they're stuck in their heads, and it's just fear getting in the way. There's no other way around it. You know, you can't, what's it? You can't go over it. You can't go under it. You can't go to it. You got to go through it. You know, you got to fucking go for it. And the Leo moon supports that. The Leo moon is very happy. It's about being brave. It's about following your heart. But are a lot of people around you not going to like it? Fucking damn right they're not going to like it, for lots of different reasons. Lots of people are threatened and do not like twin flames. It's just a fact. It's our light. Stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up. You're missing some cool shit. Sheep. You're missing some cool sheep. You're missing some cool shit. So basically that's, you know, that speaks to me, kind of depression, dark night of soul. Also integrating the light codes and the energies that are coming in. But again, it's stop sleeping through your life. Stop sleeping through your life. It reminds me, shit, did I not pull a shorts for like yesterday or round about this time? Again, they're not all, you know, they just can make sense whenever, but it was whenever I pulled that card, which is in the Minute with the Moon playlist, if you want to see the daily ones that I do, the shorts. And it was something about, you know, this is not your practice run. It's not your practice life. Shit, right, okay. Right. That's quite a lot of shit. Quite a lot of different shit as well, but hopefully it helped the bits and bobs, if whenever it's made it fucking helpful. Right. overall energy, right? Let's do this. So I actually put down that I wanted to use a different deck, and then I couldn't find it, so I pulled this one up. So there's a card that, oh my God, there's a card in this about victim mentality with a guy chained to the bed. If that comes out, I'm going to fucking scream or son. But I wasn't going to use this until the last minute. Might not, but it's going to come out for one of the star signs or something. Right. What's the overall energy for Divine Feminine Collective? Again, just to make this clear, right? Most people understand this. See when I'm channeling this stuff about people feeling quite depressed, or looking to substances or looking to things to distract themselves, or people, that actually feels like when I done that last challenge in the summer there. When was that? Was it July or something? Whenever I done it, I kept picking up on people that were so down they couldn't get out of their bed. And, in particular, I was picking up a lot of the men out there, that were feeling like that. And now what I'm starting to feel is like, weirdly, with time not being a real thing, I feel with me always picking up the future timelines, I bet you that challenge would actually make sense to a lot of guys or women out there that are going through it now. Because the challenge, there wasn't a lot of us on that. There was, it was Charlotte and Michelle done it live. And then I know Nix, I know you done it on the replay and you got a lot from it. And, there will have been other people that, didn't. But again, I don't remember anybody else sort of letting me know. So that's why I'm saying, I can only sort of refer to people that actually sort of speak up in that. But it really did help the people that done it, the people that told me. And I could feel that, and it's because it's the clear spell work, black magic, wherever you're stuck in your head, limiting beliefs. And again, you're not needing to spend a penny. It's free. You know what I mean? It's just do some sort of good karma back for me, donate where you can, tell people about video, send the video, something. Or if somebody genuinely does need my help, be like, oh, go and book the clip, something like that. But I really do feel that I'm picking up on that timeline again, and the people that are going through that. So some of you will have already went through this, and some of you are in it, and some of you will yet to go through it. But I feel it's more kind of like some people are in it, or they're just coming out of it. And so, you know what I mean? I can't cater to everyone. As much as I try to cater or want to cater to everyone, I can't. So I'm going to pick up on the Twin Flame Collective that I'm picking up on right now. And it isn't always my own as well. That's important to know. And even if it was, I don't fucking know. I'll know obviously the Divine Feminine side. I don't know for sure the other side. You know what I mean? So we'll just see what comes up. So, right, here's me needing a warm hug from Spirit, and they're dealing the harsh truth. Yes, I know. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. But again, it's that's my energy, as well. Like, they use me to do that for a reason. There will be a warm hug in this as well, but it's to do with people are staying in jobs for security and safety, and I do get that, all the fear mongering that's going on, but it's it's impossible for me to help people with things as complex as that. You're going to have to get my help one-to-one, but for whatever the situation is, people out there. But yeah, you know what I mean? I've got Saturn in Scorpio and I've got Mars in Scorpio. There isn't really too many situations in which I can't help someone in a situation where they feel like they're helpless. But there's only so much I can do when I'm talking to the public. Do you know what I mean? Because when I'm saying spell magic, but spell magic, what's that? But it's when I'm talking about spell work and black magic, by the way, realize that spells are words as well. You know what I mean? Like somebody gossiping about someone, or making up fucking rumors, or whatever, people are doing to you out there, me out there, whoever out there, your twin flame out there. It's whatever's going on, like that is spell work and black magic as well. Do you know what I mean? It's people twisting the truth. Like, there was one video I actually filmed the other day that I thought, what the fucking hell is that all about? And I was going on about copying loads. Like, I was referring, when I used to sort of channel about that quite a lot, because it was like something that was still obviously really bothering me, and now I just don't, and I put out something, I'm like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, they can't actually be you. But it felt very much like I was picking up on that vibe of some twin flames that have actually got like a copycat, like, like somebody that's trying to be so much like you. And I'd imagine, I suppose it would be people being like that to trick your twin flame. Now, you know what I mean? But it's like, okay, as far as I'm aware, fuck knows who it is. But I mean, it's, I don't think I've got any personal experience with that, but I don't know. Maybe, you know, but it's definitely happened to some people. So it was kind of an interesting message, but I do know it does happen to a lot of twin flames where I'd imagine if you were quite obsessed with someone and desperate to have them and you knew they had a twin flame and you had access to them publicly, you probably would start to, you know what I mean, try to be a little bit like, you know what I mean? But again, that to me seems a next level of crazy, to be honest, to like, you know, to keep someone that much that wants to use someone else. So but again, I've seen it when I've helped people, so it must be someone. So that's where I'll just put that out. And right, so what have we got here for the overall energy of the Divine Feminine Collective we're going to pick up on? So this may be you or it may not. If it is you, it'll be your feminine energy, you're allowing, you're receptive, your feelings, and it'll be your masculine, you're taking action, you're setting boundaries, your protective energy, and it doesn't matter what gender you are. So just, you know, I'm not going to say that the whole way through, probably will, but just, yeah, take it where it is. So one card, and I'll look at the bottom, please, Spirit. So I'm not here forever and a day. I've got absolutely no sense of fucking time, by the way. Did I set a... So, right, 34 minutes, that's not too bad. I said there'd be an hour, so I think it'll be an hour. Right, one card, the Divine Feminine Collective that I'm picking up on. Whoa. Letting go, yeah, look, that's one of my favourite cards in this deck. So, you know, you're being guided, if you're Divine Feminine energy, or if you're Divine Masculine, this is your feelings and paying attention to your feelings rather than everyone else's all the time. I keep saying that, so that really is going to resonate with a lot of people out there. It's like, see these dogs? My God, the dogs are right in this book. Like, where is that fucking book? Because I do like reading that one, but we'll be here all day trying to find that, right? So, and that always means something. Everything means something when I'm channeling. I don't know where the book is. It's time to throw away the fucking guidelines, right? So, letting go. This card, from what I remember about it, it's like, but it's really what I'm getting from it. But what I remember from what it actually says in the book is like, each of these dogs represents like a situation in your life or a person that is holding you back. So this would be any karmic, that's why I said karmic people. So it can be romantic, it could be past romantic, definitely when I was picking up with stuff to do with court. It can be just anywhere where someone's too controlling or too much of a say in your life. It can be controlling parents, it can be controlling siblings, it can be controlling friends. Hopefully you've not got all of that. But you know what I mean? It's like, look, this person, so this is a woman, so, but you could be a man as well, just take it where it fits. It's like, this twin flame is about ready to let go of these, like just let them go. And she or he is going to run through that door to their new life, basically. Because look, there's all these different options, and that can be lots of people that have got different options in their life about, you know, whether it be love, work, wherever, those of you that, you know, are into traveling and stuff like that. But it's like, these are all the people holding this person back from their new life. So it's very much like jumping from the old earth to the new earth. So it's like, oh, this is interesting, because again, this is like what they're telling me is it's what I was saying about the money stuff as well. It's like some people, it's like they're not getting it, that your money's being drained, your energy's being drained, because it's like you're being guided. And if all your money's been taken away from you, it's because spirit are trying to get you to see, is it what's more important? Like, you know, like being miserable and always being focused on, you know, money all the time, whether you've got money and you want more money and you need more before you do stuff, or if you've not got money, it's just basically, it's different for different people, but it's basically just this focus on money, because that is what the old earth is all about. And definitely when it's kind of like, you know, you've got to have, you know, the next best handbag or the next best fucking car or the next best, like, you know, shoes, or, you know, and nobody's saying you can't have things you fucking makes on that. Like, shit, I love, you know, well, not really too fancy shit, but you know what I mean, things here and there, you know, like, and it's, but I'm talking about if you're overly materialistic and attached to all these sort of physical things, and you're not actually looking at, like, you know, like good people around you, like when you're totally skint, who actually comes and sits and has a cup of tea with you and sits and lets you cry. Like, it's not a coincidence someone was just telling me something where, you know, I'm a very powerful healer. It took me, you know, years to be able to actually say that and own it, but I'm a very powerful healer, and I'm training lots of different shit to be able to help people with difficult traumatic situations. But see, when it comes to somebody telling you about a death, as powerful as I am, I can't bring the person back from the dead. You know what I mean? I'm not into that around here. It's like I can talk to them and they start fucking talking to me right away. Let me fucking tell you, it's highly uncomfortable, but it's sometimes very comforting. Well, all the time very comforting when they guide me to do that. But it leaves you kind of helpless, doesn't it? And yeah, I mean, I'm just taking a moment to just honour that. It's even the most powerful healers out there or channels. There's some things in life we just can't do anything about, you know, but you can give someone your time. And that's what I mean. They're just really trying to get those of you out there that resonate with that to not focus on things that really don't matter too much. And sometimes it does take something really fucking shitty happening to people to get them to be grateful for things like that. I mean, that's a really heavy message, but I do get it. So again, where are you holding on to people that are dragging you down, situations that are dragging you down? You know, definitely those of you when it's like you're in close vicinity or it's kind of like, you know, right, let's go for a less heavy one. Sorry, not sorry, but the messages are going to be heavy today about love. Kind of Romeo and Juliet love is definitely going to come in today because it's the last of Venus and Scorpio, and that is Romeo and Juliet love, you know, kind of tragic, kind of that stuff. Pain around love. Or it's just screaming sex. I mean, it's a bit of a weird bit. And that's probably why that's hilarious. I actually got drawn to a 50 Shades of Grey. It came up my timeline. I'm like, why the fuck is that coming up my Do you know what though? But you know what's freaky? I hadn't said anything about 50 Shades of Grey, but I wrote it somewhere. And I was like, that's fucking creepy, man. They're looking at what we're fucking writing and then they're sending us shit. Do you know what I mean? But that kind of intensity, that is in the air. With Mercury, planet communication in Scorpio, and Venus and Scorpio, that, you know, but it's also, yeah, I mean, there is just this death, like death to situations, darkness, and pain. And I can't actually change that, guys. And it's Leo moon, which is happiness, joy, inner child. But then again, it's like people are healing a lot of inner child when it's dark times. But yeah, but there is things that you can let go of. People watching this, there's things that you can let go of. There's people, there's way of being, there's support that you can get to help you out of the situations that you're in. And that's what they mean about don't leave yourself helpless and tell yourself there's nothing you can do. That simply isn't true. Even if it's actually utilizing one of my free videos on YouTube, could pat yourself on the back, you've done something about that. And look, the loving, I don't know why I'm laughing. Well, no, I do get that. This is divine feminine energy. So it's divine masculine's feelings, but it's also divine feminine. It's like, if you're, I do resonate with that. Like, I have been, God, for non-stop for the past couple of years, letting go of people in my life that I'm clearly told, don't trust them. You know what I mean? And either, usually with me, it actually takes them doing something shitty to me before I let them go, because I'm a hoarder, you know what I mean, of things and people. But I'm better now, you know, I can spot it now, and that I'm just more discerning of who I have around me. But yeah, it's, you know, so like I say, I'm through this bit, but again, some of it more recent, some of it not. But it's just, you know, it can look really harsh to people. But you got to trust yourself. Again, on this journey, again, you know, I'm here to channel for Twin Flame. So it's like, it is a difficult one. There's a lot of people that have got real deep subconscious shit going on. And if they're never facing any of their shadow and their jealousy and their envy and their whatever, and it's some of it, guys, some people will be jealous and envious of stuff that hasn't even happened in your life yet, but they can sense on some level it's coming in different areas. Maybe what I said about success and, you know, whatever, it's just trust yourself when you get that kind of feeling. But you got to keep in balance. You don't want to be too suspicious either. And again, this is why I suppose it keeps coming out, get professional assistance, because this is the stuff I always pick up on for people. And I'm going to just say I'm never wrong. Sorry, because it's not me. I'm not wrong. See, when that comes up, like, I can think of something that was a couple of years ago now, and I channeled a pre-recorded video for someone really close to me. And all this stuff was coming up about not trusting someone in their life. And I had my sort of feelings about, you know, I sort of had my feeling with it, but again, I just sort of delivered the message, and it was literally a month to the day that I recorded that for her. And, you know, because she trusts me, she was just like, I can't believe that. She said, I've actually just realized everything you said in that video has just happened. And it was, you know, it was a pretty shitty situation. Someone that was really close to and trusted, it's completely turned, you know, turned on her. And this is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It's like, it's part of the journey, unfortunately. So yeah, I think that's enough said about that. So if you've not already let go of situations or people that you're being guided to, you know, start to look around and, you know, be more ruthless about that. And if someone isn't adding value to your life and quite the, what's the word, contrary, they're kind of making you feel kind of shit about yourself, not valuing you, and undermining you, condescending you, the words that I'm hearing, stonewalling you, you know, when you kind of are telling somebody something and they're that would more be when you're in somebody's physical company. If you're telling somebody something and they're just point blank ignoring you and change the subject or something, that's not nice. You know, it's complicated though, because it's like when it's been passed down the generations, I feel some people do that, and again, they're not really aware of it. But this is where it's just a fucking minefield. You know, you got to save yourself, and you can only sort of recognize it for yourself and set healthy boundaries, or where appropriate, don't be around people at all like that. It's going to be different for different people. So again, use your common sense. But the reason, Divine Feminines, you're being guided to let go of situations like that and habits that hold you back is because, look, on the bottom of the deck, you know, which is something I'm sort of getting that they're saying to me, like, that's something that is coming. It is a loving man, you know, and if you're waiting on a woman, change it to a loving woman. It's like, look, somebody's coming towards you, but it's like they can't get to you if you're surrounded by these situations that are stressing you out, or if you're or you're the one that's being held back and you can't get to the person that loves you. So that's obviously going to be about twin flames. So let's go to the next deck, right? So, oh, wait a minute, that's Divine Feminine. So let's shuffle and see what comes up for Divine Masculine now. For this is the overall energy. So that makes sense. The overall energy for Divine Feminine, you're being guided to let go of the people, places, and things that are holding you back. And right about now, as in like yesterday, as in like last week, last month, last year, do it now. You know, the people you're thinking about that are coming to mind when I'm saying, do you trust that person? Do you feel like they've got your back? Do they feel like they would stick the knife in at any minute? If you've been there for them, have they been there for you? Harsh but blunt, you know, brutal, honest questions that I'm putting out there. But again, that's the energy that we're in, and that's the energy that I'm in pretty much all the time, you know what I mean? Right, Divine Masculine counterpart, regardless of gender, to go with letting go, and what I've said about the loving person, we'll say. Divine Masculine overall energy is great achievement, but how interesting it's in, oh my Christ, look at this, guys, right? So great achievement, but it's in reverse. So this is interesting. Right, first of all, right, great achievement in reverse. Conflict, but it's in reverse. But that is tying up with what some people have been saying about tower moments, right? So the good news is the conflict is in reverse. So in the near future, what you aren't aware of yet is that this is going to be behind you soon. But it's when you listen to your feelings and you let go, or you move away from the people that are upsetting, you know, disrupting the peace. You get what I mean? Because you've got a feminine side and your feelings, if you're more Divine Masculine, regardless of gender. And when you do that, you're closer. Because some people are still quite a bit far away from it in the timeline, but some people are so fucking close you can taste it or you can feel it. And it's like, but only when you are taking personal responsibility for where you're unhappy and moving away from those situations. You're like, okay, whoa, but it's coming through like that, right? Divine Masculine, or your Divine Masculine energy to go with this. There's great achievements that you really should be in right now. And what they're saying to me is that you've kind of been robbed of it. Like, you've been robbed of that happiness. You've been robbed of that great achievement in love, of that great achievement of, you know, work-wise, where you want to be, career, success, like, you know, reputation. I just heard you've been robbed of all of that somehow. So I don't know what that's going to mean, but maybe that's got something to do with the court shit that's picking up for some people. But it's like, but the thing is, what I was thinking is you have got that card, great achievement. And I do feel that some wrongs are going to be righted. And, it's like the great achievement will be coming for you. It's like, that's maybe what I can feel. It's like great achievement is on the horizon and the worst is going to be over. So it's like you're being asked to keep the faith. Oh my God, look at that. That's pretty amazing. So again, forget the man and woman. It could flip, reverse it, whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's but the love and woman. I just cut the deck and it's like, so the divine feminine has a loving man coming towards her and the divine masculine has a loving woman. I mean, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? It's planning and action. Yeah, it's like when you actually plan stuff and you look, friends and colleagues, but some fucking averse. Otherwise, saying some of you have got, oh look, yeah, do you want to go for a drink after work? Or yeah, I've totally got your bag, Jim. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know where Jim came from, but that just shot in my mouth. But it's like, and then they're like, when he goes to the toilet, it's like, what a fucking dickhead. You know what I mean? He thinks we're friends or not. I don't know. Following those of you that are just going along with the status quo, you're being asked to start planning to get away from the stuff that doesn't make you happy and moving towards a kindred partnership that does. Right, okay. I think Spirit has spoken on that one. Right, let's move on to the next bit. Oh God. Right, subconscious blocks. So for divine feminine, what have we got for divine feminine? Maybe some people are, the delay on the video is funny. It's like, maybe some people are fucking running away to a bloody treasure island. You know what I mean? If you've got a fucking shitload of debt and other reasons in your life why you can't do that, fucking good for you. Do you know what I mean? Most people have got many reasons why they can't run away from life, but that's what people are wanting to do. You know what I mean? Right, so subconscious blocks for divine feminine. We've got relationships. Whoa, shit, man. That's in the, I've got a backlog of, I've got 3 videos that I haven't published yet. I think I probably want to watch them back again to sort of see how I feel about it, but you know how that goes. I'm just going to probably publish it anyway, right? But anyway, just in case I don't, I feel that, the subconscious block for divine feminine is, I wrote it last night, but it's, and again, what I started saying this, and then I went off talking about someone else. So yesterday, I published something at 11:44, not meaning it, they did. Then I published something at 1:44, I didn't mean it. And then today, I didn't because I had to fix something. It went live at 14:41. So this is what I mean about the 1s and the 4s, not even just, it can be backwards. It's just a combination of the 144, but these are the activation codes, the main ones that they use for me to wake people up. And like I say, I don't plan to do that. Like, sometimes I might be cute to do it. I've not done that in ages. Like, it just happens. Like, I'm just, oh, fuck. Usually I'll say, oh, I'm going to go live at 4, but I don't, you know what I mean? It kind of amazes me, really. But basically, I wrote in that thing like scan or get a past life regression or, get hypnotherapy, which I do all of these things to help you just actually make sure that you haven't got some kind of subconscious block from, somebody that's not treated you right or many people that haven't treated you right in the past, in this life or in a past life. Because it comes up with people that has happened in your past lives, when you were someone else, because it is a very real thing. Or it can just be, fine, well, you've let people treat you like shit, either ages ago or not so ages ago. And although logically you could be like, oh, well, I know that person would never treat me like that in a million years, some part of you could still be feeling like, but what if they do? And, and that's why I wrote in the thing, it's like, wherever you can see that your twin flame has a huge fear, or it feels like they do, you got to really be honest with yourself. Like, a lot of the divine feminine collective, you have a fear. Oh my God, honesty's on the back. Like, I love how deep they're being with this. But yeah, a lot of divine feminines actually have a huge fear of intimacy. And then your masculines are reflecting that back to you, and it's probably not going to be really pleasant, guys, you know what I mean? But again, that doesn't give divine masculine's a fucking get out of jail free card to be like, yeah, I've only just kind of, you know, humor. Like, I've only just kind of done what I wanted with who I wanted because, like, you know, you're not doing that, so I could do. It's not that I'm just sort of, you know, because it all happens the way it's meant to happen. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. See how they get me to do that? It's like, because, you know, dark situations can come about from having a fear of intimacy. Whether you're a man or a woman, you could just get into loads of different relationships that don't really mean a whole lot, just so that you don't need to get close to someone. And now I'm hearing that Sam Smith, never going to let you close to me, even though you mean the most to me. And I don't know the rest of the words, you know. Cause every time I'm just hearing it in my head, but I don't know the words. But do you know what I mean? It's like loads of people do that. And you might have been long out of that a while, but it is a thing. And it's about divine feminine's being really honest with yourself, regardless of gender, or this is divine masculine's feelings. Like, where is it that you're running away from intimacy? And go and look in the community bit, because I love that card. It's like a man and a woman that can't really look at each other. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. But it's like, you know, this is a block. So it's like, you're some divine feminines, it's like in the past, if you're not in that anymore, you attracted people that weren't, you know, that weren't good for you, really, whether it's romantically or even friends around you, that were, because it's like, well, it's keeping a wall of people around you, isn't it, so that you don't need to get close to someone. But it's, you know, lots of twin flames would be like, well, fuck, there's no way that's true. But it is. I know I've had to do that over the years, like really have to be like, you know, even if that wasn't an issue there, where is it in me that I would be like, you know, and I said this in one of those videos, so I'll say it now in case I don't publish it, but it reminds you of the meme where it's like a woman in a bed sleeping peacefully, and it's like, this is how I sleep at night, knowing nobody's out there cheating on me. And like, I totally relate to that, you know what I mean? Like, so I feel lots of men or women, you know, just really sort of checking with yourself. And I feel that's what a lot of divine masculines know. And especially if their track record hasn't really been too good to sort of make somebody kind of trust it. But all I can really say about that, to put divine masculines' minds at ease, is your feminine knows who you really are, because you are the same energy. So it's like, once somebody starts to take personal responsibility for what makes them truly happy and being their real selves, that shouldn't really be an issue. Only where it would be an issue is if you thought someone's your twin flame and you're making excuses and you're for their shitty behaviour, and actually it turns out they're not. And that's where you need to kind of go to people that know what they're doing with helping you, stuff like that. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So divine feminine, you know, that's going to be hard for some people to admit, though, that you know, you might be like, nah, there's nowhere where I'm holding this up, but I bet there is. I bet there is. And like I say, I can help you if you trust me, because I'll just put you into hypnosis and your, you know, your soul will tell us. Right, so what is a block with the sexual tarot? Oh, look at that. I get what that means, right? Look, so I was asking about the block though, right? And we've got the Two of Cups. I mean, that's true love. And, you know, they're consummating the true love there. But it's kind of like, I'm asking about the block right now. I'm about to ask about the desire. So that makes perfect sense of what I said about relationships and honesty. A lot of divine feminines are like, I'm terrified of giving my whole heart to my twin flame, because what if they break in a million tiny little pieces again? You know what I mean? Like, I'm tapping into past stuff, I would say, because I don't feel like that. Probably, you know, I mean, there's probably loads of logical reasons why I should, but I don't. Because I know who to trust and who not to. Right, so let's see what the subconscious block for divine masculine is. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well, but hopefully I have. And again, look at this, I get really fucked off with how I keep doing that. I never usually say shit like that, but that's when and now I'm doing the divine masculine. It's when I fall too into divine masculine, I'm like, basically what I'm saying is, if you're like, well, I don't know where I do that, what I'm saying is then you need someone's help, and I can help you with stuff like that. It's basically the best way, relatable way to put it. If you don't get what hypnotherapy and past life regressions and shamanic journeys and all that are about, because when you've got your eyes open and it's your conscious mind, you argue till you're blue in the face. That's why I say It's an hour session, but I had to put my prices up because I'm sitting there with people for 4 hours trying to get past their fucking pride and ego. That's like, oh, I don't really need your help. I just really like you and I want to sit for a chat and have a catch up. And it's like, no, you need help. Everyone gets led to me because they need help, whether it's fucking professionally or personally. Let me tell you, that's why I've got healthy boundaries. So adversity, yep. So adversity is the block for divine masculines, and we know that is absolutely going on from what we've picked up at the start. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So your soul wanted to go through all this shit, I'm afraid. So please don't throw energetic fucking fruit at me and fucking worse. But it's like, yeah. The block is, it's like, well, it's a subconscious block. So you just feel like you're constantly getting shit thrown at you. But again, that is where I would say, if you feel like that, especially if you feel like that on a deep level, I think it is time you invest in some deeper help to see why you feel like that. It could be you're carrying around some fucking serious baggage from a past life or childhood, loneliness. Look, this is subconscious blocks. I'm stuck with nothing but challenges and I feel all alone. I know that I'm never alone, but that's not what I'm getting from that. It says adversity and loneliness. And that actually, it's like that backs up what I feel, because it's not me, remember, I'm just passing the message. It's like, it backs up what I was channeling about victim mode. And some people are, besides the obvious of what I said, people that have had news about deaths and particularly, any death is traumatic, but like really sad shit that I've been hearing about, and or any other kind of challenge, and that you're allowed to be in pain, you're allowed to be sad, but I'm talking about ongoing stuff where you have got the power to get yourself out of something, even if it takes going to other people to get help. That's why the cards reach out keep coming out, and I've got a deck that's got reach out written on it. So if that comes out, then right. So what's the block for the divine masculine? Shit, I can't do the spread for the star signs. I'll be sitting here till fucking next Tuesday. Look, I kind of get that though, right? The block for the divine masculine collectives are like, I've just pulled the Queen of Cups, so it's like, but the picture that I'm getting pulled in, I want to read more. It's kind of like, it's like they're too good for me. That's what I feel. It's like, I love them so much and they're too good for me. That is what I'm feeling. But I'm willing to cut myself free from where I need to and get out my head to start feeling good enough. So again, hopefully some men and women out there will have actually already worked through this. But look, I think as well, see that in that picture, that guy is like, it's like they're saying to me, he's like, yeah, cutting out situations that aren't good for anyway, right? Okay, so we'll just stick with this spread just now, but I'm just going to fucking do anything for the star signs because this would take forever in a day. Right, this is the desires now, so I'm not using that deck. What was I using for the desires? Right, so this is the divine feminine's desires towards the divine masculine. The goddess of never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. Wow. What does the back say? My soul knows the way and the only way out is through. Sorry, but what the fuck? Earlier on this live, I said you can't go under it, you can't go over it, which I think is the Bear Hunt fucking song or something. The only way, you got to go through it. And on the bottom, this is saying, and the only way is through. It's like, if you're going through hell, keep going. Like, and then with adversity, yeah, I mean, it's all synchronicity fucking daft here, isn't it? But it's like, what I'm getting from that is it's like, the divine feminine realizes that this really painful journey is all going to add up to something quite beautiful. And so I choose to become only more love. How can you be even like, so I'm going to channel divine feminine energy, which isn't hard because I'm fucking divine feminine, but it's like, how can I be even more loving to anybody that hurts me intentionally or unintentionally? in the past, present, or in the future, because it's not like I'm never going to be hurt again. You know, people do it without meaning to. But, you know, everything happens from a liberation. It's like, you know, that's the desire. It's like, you know, something, not just something good to come from this, something fucking amazing. And, you know, the only way my soul knows how to do that, but remember, my soul is my divine masculine soul. I'm channeling collective divine feminine, so make this fit for you. Your soul only knows that this is the only way. You know, it's like if things need to get really fucking bad for now we're going to do divine masculines to leave the life that isn't for them anymore, which remember, I always have to stress, it doesn't mean you can't still be around the people that you love that have got your back, or even the people that, you know, are a bit shitty, but for whatever reason you just want to be around, you don't want to see them as much, but you want to be around them. It's just a whole lot of shit needs to change, basically, from wherever has made you unhappy, because generally divine masculines do tend to be the ones that are surrounded by really challenging situations. But then I'm always tempted to say that like seriously, like it's yeah, no, it's equal. It's just, I don't know, it's not a contest, but like, yeah, I've had my fair share of fucking betrayals and backstab and from all different areas of life. But yeah, but actually, see, I'm channeling the energy even saying that. But I somehow just keep being even more loving, but without being a mug. That's a kind of a hard balance. Like, I stay open and vulnerable and sharing in public and doing my thing, despite the chaos going on around me. But what I'm saying is, right now, at the current time of the planet, it's what I said to Charlotte in the comments today, like, divine timing with twin flames, like a whole load of twin flames are going to all come together at the same time. It already happens. Like, you know, there was a wave that came together in the summer, and then there was a wave that, you know, that didn't happen because there was lots of fucking different detours that were throwing twin flames away, because that's what was meant to happen. You know, if your soul's got to live out more karma and learn more lessons, it's got to live, you know, it's and that's why what I'm channeling today could make sense fucking, I was about to say next Christmas, better fucking no be, but it's like, you know, it's like it could make sense for, like, you know, early next year or something, or even like spring or something, because the messages I channeled at February only started making sense in the summer, some of them. So and isn't that weird? When I'm reading that back, I heard you, it's the bear hunt. But how, and then I pulled the card about the bear. So there's something, and if you were guided to use the bear on that journey, there's something in that. Right. The divine masculine's subconscious desires for the divine feminine, and I can feel a lot in my head, are you're the one and I know we're meant to be together. You know what I mean? So it's like deep down, even the masculines that are kind of, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't feel like that about them, or I don't know, or whatever divine masculine to say when they're wearing the mask. That's not the truth. You know, the deep secret feelings are, they know you're the one and they know you're meant to be together. But some of them are like, I don't know how the fuck this is ever going to happen. But that is what the desire is. Give me a second chance, please, I beg you. I'm terrified of being vulnerable with you in case I get hurt. I'm sorry. And that's why a lot of divine masculines hold back from their divine feminines, because they don't want you to see how scared they are that you're going to hurt them. But I've just channeled in the divine feminine one that the divine feminine's got a subconscious block. You know what I mean? It's mirroring. You know what I mean? It's fascinating. This is fucking annoying when you're in it, and it's annoying when you're listening every fucking day for fucking 8 years. But it's probably longer than that when I transitioned to do it professionally. It is kind of fascinating too. So divine feminine, actually a wee bit more than divine masculine, keep working on those subconscious blocks. And if you know you've already worked on them quite a lot and you're stumped, just surrender to peace. Be in a fucking happy, peaceful place and love your own life. And things have a way of working out. Right. What's a message? So I always think this might not work with the feminine, but what is a message? And we'll only just pull two, because it's two, I'll be here all day. 2 messages from the chatty deck, from the feminine to the masculine. I'm becoming a better person. Yeah, divine feminine is a better person for all the betrayals and backstab and all the things, the adversity that divine feminines had to go through, and all the, I don't like the word waiting, but waiting is what I heard. waiting and wondering and longing after their twin. But it's all worth it because I love you. Because divine feminines love their divine masculine, and they're not just becoming a better person for their divine masculine, they're becoming a better person for themselves. And it starts with loving yourself. If you're not at that bit, love yourself, divine feminine, and your divine masculine will begin to love themselves. And they will begin to become a better person for you, will be the motivation. But really they'll start to get, I need to become a better person and love me for me. Then I can go to my twin flame. That's where that's fucking deep, man. But that is where a lot of the divine feminine, and that did what, oh, sorry, where's divine masculine? See, divine masculine didn't want to share. It didn't want to share where they're about to see. So that's divine feminine. Divine masculine. I look for you everywhere. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. See, it makes sense of that song. Never gonna let you close to me, even though you mean the most to me. And some of them have done a fucking good job at that, haven't they? So I look for you everywhere. Yeah, but what that means is, right, I think that means two things. I feel it's like, yeah, it could actually be like, see, literally like, you know, depending on how out and about you are kind of thing, it could be like, if you're going out to kind of like, if you're still at that kind of age where you're going to kind of like clubs, or you're going to kind of like, you know, public sort of things, or you're in a bar and you live near them, you could just be sort of thinking, it could just be that passing thought, like, God, I wonder what I would do. Or, you know, it could be like memories coming up of when that, just that awareness of, oh, they could be here. But I really do feel as well, it's like whenever a divine masculine is at some sort of public place where technically you could just sort of pop up, they're sort of always on high alert for that. And sometimes it could be for the ones that are with karmics for that, they fucking like, you know, I don't know, hop down the next fucking street or something, or, you know, or hide. But it's, yeah, I look for you everywhere. But I also mean that's about like when divine masculines or divine feminines, you always see their name everywhere, or you hear their name, or you see their surnames, or you see their birthday numbers, or you see their ages. You see that happens to me all the time. And also what's really interesting is because I see, it's always 36 that I see all the all fucking the time, all day, all the time. And now it's 37 actually that I'm seeing everywhere. And my twin isn't actually 37 yet, but that is coming very soon. But it's just, I mean, it's just quite funny, isn't it? I mean, it drives you fucking nuts as well, but I just find it quite entertaining. You just got to make it work for you. Do you know what I mean? Because it just makes me laugh because you just couldn't deny it. You know what I mean? People around me see it as well, but I just don't even. I'm not even around a lot of people now, but when I am with people, they see it basically. And yeah, divine masculine, so seeing the signs, and you don't know how hard it was to let you go. So whenever it was you did go into separation, it might have been because you were too young. You and I were too young. Oh shit. Right, okay. So I won't be for everyone, but it definitely is for some folk. And wait a minute, now I'm stuck with what I was. No, that was the desires, but I'm just thinking I didn't. Oh, and then I was going to use the cut, right? So, what was the desire for the feminine to go with that? What does that mean? Yeah, the feminine just wants to be like. Well, actually, this is kind of telling me the feminine wants like to be treated like a divine feminine. And it, like, sorry to be so cliche, but I really do feel a lot of feminines do actually want somebody rushing in, making an effort, actually. The vibe I'm getting from that card. But they're aware that there may be lots of other feminines that won't like that. Whether it doesn't always be romantic, by the way, sometimes it can be people's family and stuff. Because look, it's like there's a pincushion, there's a black candle, and there's an angry woman looking at a man. So that'll be the case for some folk as well. Right, so what is divine masculines? They desire to put the deception behind them. Wherever they've deceived themselves, deceived you, deceived everyone around them, they want to put that behind them, and they want to be a success. They want to be victory. There might even be like, you know, there might even be like Well, I have to say it because I heard it, but that's fucking certainly, definitely not me. It's like there might be like public kind of acknowledgement of, well, I suppose that could even go for when folks see you in the street or something. But it's like I heard a Richard Gere moment. You know what I mean? It's like there might be some kind of like when people make a fool of themselves to basically prove that they like. There's definitely some folk are going for it. You know what I mean? So, because like this is past love. Like they're just desiring their past love. But look, there's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse again. But it's just so isn't that interesting? To me, that's interesting. You had the woman with the pincushion and the candle, which can be karmic women, like romantic, present or past that people are getting away from. But it can also be like family members or female friends or and then also, and that even makes sense for like some of the women in divine masculine energy that we're saying about whoever's listening to this. If you you're saying you've got friends that are betraying you, like if you're sort of more lean towards divine masculine and you're female friends are, because I don't want to say it could be male, it could be, but I don't feel so that's not what I'm getting, regardless of whether you're a man or woman. It's females. But then forgiveness needs to come into that too, because again, a lot of it can be subconsciously they're blocking you from going to your twin because they felt it was the best thing to do under the circumstances. And a lot of them, I feel, could be feeling quite remorseful about that. Again, some won't, so just wherever it fits. Can be generational stuff, like people need to do the right thing. Definitely if there's ever any kids involved with that, as my throat chakra just got all funny there. But that just interested me that with both that was all divine masculine. So there was two women. There's two women for some people that don't want that to happen. So is it romantic? Is it other people? Who knows? You'll know. Right. So right. Heart space. Oh no, wait a minute. Conscious. Oh fuck, this is right. Like I need to fucking sort this out for the star signs. This takes far too fucking long. I just love cards and I can't choose which one, so I've got about 100 that I've planned. And this means something. The plan that you have in your head or that you write down in your phone, that'll be really fun. And then when it takes about fucking 5 hours and you've got 12 signs to do, it's like, oh no, that's not happening, Claire, right? Pick one. This reminds me of some shamanic work I've done once, and someone channeled that to me. It's like you have to pick one, and it did remind me of just wanting all the different decks around me. And it's like if I had to pick one, what was my favorite? It's like, I mean, it's what I always laugh about. There's something in my astrology that actually says that I would like choice when it comes to like loving that. And I'm thinking, well, fucking Sutton got really fucking lost in the program there, didn't it? Because I'm absolutely a one man king to women, very annoyingly. Right. So, right. Feminine's conscious mind. So I've done this for a reason to see. So again, fuck doing this for the star signs. We're just doing it for the collective. What? Because at this rate, I'm going to having a fucking coffee break and coming back for 12 House Bastard Tuesday. Right, that's not what it's called. I just called it that just now. Right, so a funny wee laugh. Right, conscious mind of the divine feminine. What's going on in the conscious mind of the divine feminine collective? The goddess of sanctuary. Oh, look, I love it. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Now, I feel that's quite literal about divine feminine spending way more time at home than you ever would. Now, obviously, for me, that goes to beyond ridiculous lengths because I already spend a shitload of time in my home. But it's kind of like you really creating this kind of safe sanctuary, being that empress. And, no matter where I am, no matter who I'm with, no matter what is going on in my life or what I can feel going on in my twin's life, even if I don't literally know what is going on, like I'm at home within my own soul. Therefore, I know that is going to be helping my twin. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, the messages are going to be really fucking deep today with this Scorpio energy. I'm like, that's fucking beautiful. I'm like observing it being like, that's fucking beautiful. And I can't take credit for it. Do you know what I mean? So, Queen of the Outsiders. Oh my God. Is this my card? Queen of the Outsiders. I'm going to quite fucking proudly own that title. I'm the Queen of the Outsiders. Who's joining the gang? I have arrived. I am where I will always be. In love. Oh my God. And look, I just, you know, I don't know why, but I'm always just like, she's so beautiful. They're all beautiful, but that woman is so beautiful in that card. I just always like, she just pulls me in. Anyway, so the wee sign on her heart might be significant to the anchor. You might have referred to your twin as being like, you know, feeling like they ground you. Because like I've said that before, you know, and it doesn't, a lot of that might not make any sense with the actions, but I have said that before that, yeah, without getting a big long-winded story about it, like there was one time when I was having a total panic attack because something traumatic had happened in my life that I was witness to, and it was, you know, it really upset me. And then whatever, you know, the weird twist of fate, it was my birthday and I knew I was going to see him, and I knew I wasn't in the best of the place with what was going on. And anyway, long story short, of course that happened. When we were in the club, you know, I just turned around and he wasn't, oh shit. Because I was always like, that's what I mean. I was always like, oh shit, but it's like, oh shit, like exciting, but oh shit, like fuck, was he with it? It was just, you know, and it's almost kind of the one of oh shit moments, like it's a hard one, isn't it? Would you rather it happened or didn't? Because you get to see them, and is it good if you get to see them and then they're in it? You know, I was quite lucky that a lot of the time it didn't really ever happen. It happened a few times. It didn't really ever happen when I saw him and he was with a girl. Do you know what I mean? Because that's never, I would just get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Or whatever. But it's like, it was like, it was, yeah, it was a weird, that was a weird time. But anyway, that was before there was any interference or any like that. It was, we were both single, and it was just all the complications of the not talking about the feelings. And, you know, and so basically though, but anyway, not going into the big long, because it is a funny story. It's a story that I've told before where me and my pal had got a whole load of fucking cakes and pies and shit like that. It was when I lived in Leith, and it was, Leith is an area where like I live, and it was like this shop was open. Anyway, my phone was being a total dick, right? It kept turning off, which was very unfortunate because he kept calling me and I was like, shit, do you know what I mean? It was like, and it just makes me laugh because it was one of the, you know, that would have been the last time that we had seen each other, you know, alone. But it didn't end up being that because I fell asleep crying with overwhelm about the fact I was going to see him. And it turns out I didn't, because I fell asleep and woke up in the morning and I was like, oh God, shit, he's not going to be happy. But especially because he'd comforted me for hours as I, you know, cried down the phone. And that's the thing, I wasn't crying about me and him, because that just, I don't think I was anyway. But it was like, you know, no, it wasn't. It was about this situation that was really sad. But I just, that's what I always just don't know whether I actually told them. So that would have been even more confusing. He just thought I was pissed. Anyway, whatever. But the point was, he really grounded me, and I've never forgot that. And it reminds me of when people are having a panic attack around me, and I really have that effect on him. And there aren't really too many people in my life that actually ground me like that. So it's kind of unfortunate that I haven't seen him for a long time. But anyway, so yeah, do you know what I mean? This is consciously, no matter where I am, I'm home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me, knowing that I am divine love. I love myself. I look after myself, and I've got enough love for my divine masculine as well. And for anyone that needs my help, providing they're not a dick. I just added that bit on. You know what I mean? Like and you can be any gender to be a dick, but it's kind of like, don't be a dick. But it's kind of, you know what I mean? I don't just, I am discerning now. That's why I don't just do a pre-recorded reading for anyone. Like, you know, I have to know who you are. I have arrived. I am where I will always be in love. Like just feeling a sense of peace. So that's lovely. I definitely resonate with that. And so divine masculines, we want to use that deck again. Let's see if where's the divine masculine consciously at to go with all that lovely stuff I just said. 3 cards are telling me what 2 of stuck. I can't imagine my life without you. I don't know why, but I feel so self-conscious around you. But that is because you're looking at yourself. Please don't leave me. I'm so sorry. I can't live without you. So that's quite strong. We've got, I can't imagine my life without you. And then some people could be like, well, how the fuck's that when you've not seen them for years? But it's kind of like, it's because you can be one of those people that tell yourselves, well, one day, you know, when everything's like one day. Sometimes it is a case of you do have to wait and it's one day, but you can also let your life pass you by. So you kind of have to, that's the whole, what I channeled about, well, it was actually on the app that said that too, but it's what I say all the time. Divine timing isn't like fucking sit on your arse and wait for things to fucking fall in your lap. It's like you have to recognise the signs of when, oh, now I'm channeling the Silver Linings Playbook again, but you have to recognise the signs of when you got to do something about it as well. So yeah, I mean, the Divine Masculine Collective are feeling, healing feelings of not feeling good enough. And also, I just feel there's lots of regret and shame and guilt for the way that things have been handled in the past, a long time ago, or the recent past, depending on what your situation is. And I push you away because I don't want to lose you. Crazy, I know. So, you know what I mean? It's, and I want to get back to, they're making me, I want to get back together with you. I miss you so much. You know, the thing that I'm just like, is that too much? But I'm like, I don't think it is. It's like, I'm just sort of thinking about that night when I was having that interaction with him. And it was kind of funny because he was being a bit of a moody fucker, actually. Like, he was never not nice to me. Sorry, I'm just going to say it, you know, we're in the shadow. But it's like, he was being a bit moody. And it's because he knew how I felt about him. So it was like he was being a bit moody and almost kind of making out like he didn't want to see me. But then it was weird because it was like, and to be fair, I'll be honest, I never ever used to do this. But I think I was kind of, I think I thought, well, it's my fucking birthday. I've had a few drinks and I'm going to send the text because I never usually do that. I'm just going to, and also I was just madly in love with him. So I just went, anyway, so I was quite proud of me for doing that. So anyway, I sent the wee text and that's all it took to be getting the calls in. So it was quite annoying when the phone kept dying. But now I know that that'll be the fucking, the force that tries to keep us apart all the time. But yeah, it was kind of quite confusing. Do you know what I mean? Because it was like, I can't remember why I'm thinking he was quite moody. Because that was before the obvious when I've actually fallen asleep. That's understandable. He didn't even reply the next day. Because I was like, shit, I'm sorry. And would have been annoyed. But yeah, I can't remember why I'm thinking he was moody. I think he was getting annoyed at himself that he didn't know what to do about the situation and I didn't know. And then I think it's because we hadn't seen each other for months. This is what I mean. It gets all, but I think we hadn't seen each other for months. And then it was the seeing each other. And then it's like, oh, and then it would have been because the time, that's it. Because the time before is what I've shared before about when I thought he'd left and he'd actually just went for a pee and then he came back and he caught me crying because I thought he'd left. Which I just thought was still because I think it was funny. But you know what I mean? So I think that's, yeah. But I'm just sort of giving that an example as it's like, you know, that could confuse you too because you think, oh, I don't know what that's got to do with him, but it did just come to mind. Right, so let's move on. Stop going into my shit for fuck's sake when I'm like, right. Have I done the... Oh, I was going to use that as well. Okay, they're telling me. Right, one from this as well. So conscious mind for the feminine held. Sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community. So again, it's about, look, feminine support and focused on supporting the community. Hello, she says fucking however long deep, what's that, like 103 minutes deep on a community live stream. You know, the feminine is focused on supporting the community. Yeah, sounds about right. Hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. And that actually ties into when I said a lot of this journey is a mystery. There's loads of stuff the Divine Feminine just doesn't know, and she just trusts with her heart, or he trusts if you're a man that's Divine Feminine. Right. And divine masculine. Oh, same card. So hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. Yeah, so look, it's just as a mystery. So, you know, I would say that is, yeah, like that those parts of, you know, so the conscious mind is mirroring. So it's not all of you that's mirroring, but it's like the conscious mind, you're kind of on the same page. So so there's some stuff that some divine masculines just don't know about. The feminines a bit of the feminines in general are a mystery. But it's like an alluring mystery. It's like, I want to get to know more. Unless they're in the bit, it's like, I'm going to run like fuck. Whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. Well, you see, that makes sense because that's what I channeled last night. Channeled. The word channeling is so annoying. I just have to say it about a million times a day. Yeah, what did I pull again? So I wrote something about creativity. And I've kept it short and sweet. So I feel lots of divine masculines are consciously kind of, I feel this is about where people are, there's two levels, right? People that are really in a dark place are like, right, what's going to make me happy today? And kind of starting small. And there's other ones that are through a bit more the rougher bit, and they're really like, right, what is it I want to do in my life? Like, what would light me up? Roses of Venus. I just cut the date when I said that. Alignment, flow, right relationship, and harmony. So look at what I just asked. What would light me up? The right relationship. So, you know, it says that a lot of people that weren't ready for that before are now, but some of them might not be at that timeline yet. So anyway, right. So at the heart space, we've got for the feminine, look at this. This is beautiful. Again, I can't do this for all the star signs because it's too long, but it is lovely. And there's a candle on it with a flame. Of course there is. There might be something significant about the 29th of November. There's only 30 days in November. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest of 31, except February alone, which has 28 days clear and 29 in each leap year. Does everyone know that one? You can recite it if you can learn it if you don't. I still do that in my head. Well, I don't know, loud in front of you. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. So again, this is two things. And then look at it. It's like, you know, it's wherever there may be resentment or past disappointment about anything that's went on with you and your twin, let that shit go. It's part of the journey. Let it go. You're never going to be able to move forward if you're dwelling on all the stuff that happened in the past. Some of you will be better at that than others. Again, with me, I'm really quite simple. You know, I want to know the fucking truth. Then I know what I can handle. Then I can move forward. Boom, indeed. Other people, it's a wee bit harder. So, you know, take that where it resonates. But also, I feel this is about wherever you're holding on to past disappointments, to people that have hurt you in the past, you know. So really, that is a strong message coming through. Somewhere, and remember, this is a heart, there's somewhere in your heart, somebody in a previous relationship hurt you really quite badly. Or many people did, or you hurt yourself by getting into loads of meaningless things and never letting anybody get close to you. It's different for different people. And don't hold that, you know, don't hold anger towards those people either. It's just not worth it. It's that whatever I read earlier about, it's like drinking poison and expecting another person to die. You're only hurting yourself. Ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to ask for support. And remember, that's in divine feminine's heart space there. So it's, you know, divine feminine, it's like the divine feminine collective. I really do, like, I felt it for myself, and you know, I've felt it go on with the feminines, like this massive like shift and just like awareness of like where you need to receive back, like where you really need to balance. I've been channeling about this for the past sort of 2 weeks at least, if not longer, but it's about where you need to receive back for you. And I feel for a lot of us, it's been just creating more boundaries. So it's not barriers, it's boundaries around where there was just, you know, it kind of reminds me, actually, it reminds me of my counselling course when and not the fucking shitty degree that, which again, I learned what I needed from it, but fuck me. You'll read that in my book one day, and I'm not fucking joking. One of the many books that I will write, that I'm already writing. I write them in my phone. But it's so there's a wee reminder for anyone else that needs to be hearing stuff like that as well. It's what was it again? Something about receiving. I've lost the plot. But it was something about, yeah, it's just really this deep awareness of, oh, that's it, yeah. So on the counselling course, it was basically, thanks if one of you just telepathically, I feel like Nick, you might have telepathically right over there. It was, because that's what you see, that's what they would do when we were on the live in the group, or if it was on a Zoom and I forgot, like people are quite good at, you know, they'll give me it back if there's nobody there, but that's when it's like I need to, and sometimes I go so high when I'm channeling. But yeah, it was, I remember it was like you had a list of like, look, how many people do you support on a sort of weekly basis, on a monthly basis? And it was something like if you were supporting over X amount of people, you were like 2 years away from a heart attack. Well, I shit you not, I was fucking like, there was a lot of people on that list that were dependent on me, and I was like, whoa. It was me and actually one of my best pals. It was that was funny actually. We both ended up doing the same course, and we never knew that. It was so weird how that happened, because she's a bit older than me, and it was weird, but it was cool. And it was yeah. So just, you know, really look to, you know, where it, you know, I had to really look to that, and you know, is it worth it, and how can I help more people and still help the same people? And that's why, you know, the conclusion was doing this, like helping people, but just having more of my freedom back. Because again, you saw, if you watched last week, again, I watched it back and I was like, shit, that was a massive realization of where I had tied myself down. So I think it's a brilliant example of it's not always a person or a relationship. To me, it was where I was tied to quite a few people, and really it comes down to being tied to my work. But again, you know, I think it's quite fucking obvious what would fucking balance the scales there. You know what I mean? When I've got a fucking man that could be fucking taking up the time when I'm doing my work, I think that would sort everything out. You know what I mean? And that's not having a man to fucking fix it all, because I'm already happy with every area of my life, but I would like to bring more balance there. And it's because I get fucking bored, you know. Can't be hitting up all my fucking pals that got kids and shit like that. Like, you want to hang out? It's like, no, I've got to fucking put my kids with. Like, all right, okay. Right, so in the heart space, divine feminine, to go with those messages before I totally forget what the feminines are. We've got spread your wings. Yeah, look, divine feminine's like, do you know what? I'm just fucking spreading my wings anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where this guy is, and I don't know where this girl is, and there's a whole big world out there, and I'm just going to spread my wings and see what happens. And look, and shine. Wow. Oh my God, that is fucking, this is a really important message for the Divine Feminine Collective. And, you know, a lot of them are not seeing it because we've not got a lot of subscribers right now. So be grateful that you are getting this message from Spirit through me. Spread your wings and shine, Divine Feminine. That is the Sun card. That is the best card in the deck. Look, she really is like, fuck it. I've no idea what's happening in my masculine's life. I've no idea what's happening in my own life in a lot of areas. Let's just fucking shine. Let's shine and let's spread. I'm going to say it like, you know, like I'm going to channel the Divine Feminine. It's like, which again really isn't hard because I am Divine Feminine, but it's like I'm going to spread my wings and I'm going to fucking shine, whether people like it or not. And the people that don't like it, well, you don't have to watch it, but I know you are anyway. So it's a bit of sass involved there. Because when you shine and spread your wings, your Divine Masculine is going to catch up with you. If they are your true Divine Masculine and you know categorically 100% that is your Divine Masculine, they will start to shine and they will spread their wings and they'll be catching up with you. Try and stop them trying to catch you. Try and stop them trying to come after you, actually, once they make that decision. The only thing that's stopping a lot of Divine Masculines is, okay, some are in relationships with other people and they've got to sort their shit out, point blank. But the ones that are out of those situations are, well, I saw it healing, some are healing their hearts from those situations, and also they're healing themselves of what the pain that they would have, you know, known that you've been going through. And it's Yeah, like say, but there's some that are just about ready to do that, and it's quite exciting wherever you're at on the thing. You know what I mean? You just don't know. So, and you just got to let it go, and that's why divine feminines. Again, I always feel like there's no divine feminines watching this, but there is some. There is some. One spoke the other week there. Right. So, and of course, those of you that are balanced, so divine masculine just leapt out, awaiting results. Right. This is like the message I was getting. See, this is what's annoying. No wonder both twins got the fucking mystery card, and this is why you got to reserve judgment from whatever the fuck it is they say when they come forward. You know, it's like it's some are awaiting results, like they've invested in something. Could be my nose getting really itchy. You know, they've invested in something, could be quite literally that they're waiting on results from, or it could be those that are waiting on things to do with court, or it could be, or some it's just they've invested in themselves, healing themselves, being patient, or trying to get a handle on that really strong sexual energy, especially if that was kind of how you've connected in the past, and they want you to know that they actually have genuine feelings for you, which a lot of them are very uncomfortable with, by the way. A lot of you, if you're divine masculine, it's just not comfortable for a lot of divine masculines to express that, and that's why it's important, you know, to know that most, if not all, divine masculine men anyway, but women too, will express how they feel about you through physical touch and sex, you know what I mean? So you have to be really quite confident and empowered within yourself to understand that, because I feel a lot of women could be making a big deal about that, you know, like being like, is that all you want for it? And I just kind of, that's when you need to do more healing. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, you know, what can I say? You know what I mean? But in all this Scorpio energy, like I said before, you know, the twins that are reuniting now, they're the lucky ones. This is the last day of Scorpio season. So unfortunately, you know, unless some people are getting it on today, you've missed out on that really deep energy, you know, intense sexual energy. Right. So, but it's going to be fun, you know, it's going to be fiery, fun Sagittarius, but it's not the Scorpio, you know. It's unless somebody's actually got Venus and Scorpio, then you get it all the time. You know what I mean? So, but they're awaiting results on something. So, and again, I do think it's a wee mixture of what I said there. And then look, and then they're going to shine, and then they're going to be like, hello, it's me. Remember me from the past, the past life or the past, or both, whatever your situation is. Or for some of you, it could be like you just fucking meet this person, and you're like, fuck, I love them. Who the fuck are they? And I know that one of my clients, that did actually happen, by the way. Like, she's not known that I'm talking. If she watches this, she'll know. I don't know if she'd watch these big long ones, but if she watches this, she'll be like, that's me. But it's she's not known him very long. But I like, and yeah, but it's absolutely her twin flame, and it's going at the fucking speed of lightning. And it is just feeling like you've known them a lifetime. So it's, you know, it's not always that you literally knew them when you were younger, or you known them a while, or, you know, but you definitely have known them in a past life. So many past lives. But again, some divine masculines, again, they're showing me that they're healing their heart. So they're healing their heart of some kind of sadness, whether that be to do with karmic situations. It is for a lot of them, that they're still in or out of. It's you know, it's that's going on, or like say some of them are out of it. Right. So, and a message from your twin to you. So just take it where it resonates. Oh my god, look, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I should have said it, man. I saw it clairvoyantly when I picked up this deck. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Can we get an awkward wait a minute, I'll see on the delay. I've got a wee bit of hair out of place, that's annoying me. Is that up at the screen enough? No, I mean, that'll just have to do. Right, so that's like look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Well, fuck me, that's a Venus and Scorpio thing. But again, they wouldn't say that to you. Look, because he's hiding or she's hiding. That's how they feel about you. My love for you is as deep as ocean. It's like, again, oh, fuck's sake, but it is relevant. It's like I was being flooded with all these memories the other day of it. It was the right thing to do, but it was a time in my life where I kept saying no to him coming round. And it's but I know it was because he was in a moment of feeling really strongly about me, and it was actually really taking him over, because fuck, he'd never put that much effort in ever. And I just kept saying, no, because I was like, I like you more than just sex. But I didn't actually say it directly like that. I think I might, I wouldn't have said it that direct. I probably, knowing me, I probably would have made it seem like I wasn't. I don't know, fuck knows. No, I think I did, to be fair. I can't really say for sure, but it probably, but let's face it, it would have got lost in translation, right? But it's what I'm trying to say, it's what I'm saying about it. It's like, even if they didn't actually want to be in and see it, a lot of divine masculines will just come at you. Well, it's not words. Words are not needed with twin flames. So just be able to, that feels like some people need to hear that. Just bear that in mind. Yeah, anyway, but keep your boundaries as well and all that, and keep your rules. It's really what I always say when it comes to, for those that they feel like they want me to say that because it's at the heart and it's coming up at the heart. It's like, when it comes to things like sex, whenever this is, you just have to be sure you're on the right page. The same page, not the right page, actually. Fucking hell. The same, well, the right page and the same page would be fucking hell for the right fucking book. The same fucking chapter, the same book. But you know what I mean? It's kind of like you need to sort of, see where you're both at on the journey itself and in your life. Good luck to you. Let me know how that goes. Right. So I think the passion just takes over, and you know what I mean? One thing leads to another. Right. So, and I need to stop because I'm going to get flooded. All these fucking twin flames getting on, man, and I don't need that shit in my head. Do you know what I mean? I got enough moon shit. Right. So, the ascension message for. Oh wait, I've not fucking. This is. Oh, that was for both. I didn't do divine masculine. Right. Divine. Oh no, I did, didn't I? Did I pick them one of these cards though? Well, I was meant to do that. I can't remember if I did, but I've just pulled fix. That's 2 cards mirroring. Forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. In the heart space, a lot of divine masculine collective are coming to that conclusion. This has just made me feel worse and worse and worse. I need to let this go somehow. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings you happiness to those around you. But that's like when I said that a lot of divine masculines are just doing what they can to lift, to for the ones that are not feeling shit, are just trying to find something to lift their energy for themselves, because you've got to do it for yourself. And then for the ones that are not feeling shit anymore, I think it's acts of kindness towards their feminine, so whatever. Right. Now it's feminine for the ascension message. Oh my God, this is fucking magical. Let your light shine. 2 fucking cards that are talking about shining. Let your light shine. Do you know what's hilarious? This is so funny. The reason why I like doing live streams in Leo Moon is because I've got a Leo Midheaven, which is about, it's about peacocking, man. Do you know what I mean? And when I've got a Leo Midheaven, that's why I literally chose to come down and be in the public eye and go through the very hard task of becoming comfortable with it, which I think I'm a good example of. It certainly has been a journey, and now I just learn and enjoy it. You know what I mean? And it's but it's because we're here to shine our light, share our light, to heal the world. Now I want to start singing Michael Jackson or something. Heal the world. I can't wait to move on. But yeah, you get it. It's like when you shine your light the brightest, which I've always known. I've been told this for the past fucking 12 years or something. So bear in mind, I consciously have known I'm a twin flame and known who my twin flame is that long. And I've been told by mediums, even if they didn't know what a fucking twin flame was, I've been told things like, when you are who you really are, he will be who he really is. So why didn't I do that 2 years ago? Why didn't I do that 5 years ago? I wasn't ready. Why didn't you do it? You weren't ready. You're welcome for the trigger, but it's true. Triggered but true. Oh, there's the hashtag again. Triggered but true. That's my thing. So let your light shine, divine feminine, bright as fuck. See who stays. I guarantee you'll lose a lot of fucking people, but you'll lose the right people, and the right ones will stay. You know what I mean? You'll lose the right people, and the ones that are meant to stay will stay. Yeah, goes for the divine masculine too. And stay grounded with that. The generator, that's hilarious, because I am a generator in human design. That's why I could sit here for hours healing you. Staying grounded. But it's hard for me to stay grounded because I'm fucking flying away up here. Right, where's divine masculine now? Oh, I felt a lot of, is it coming from that lamp? I felt a lot of heat when I've done that. Where's divine masculine at on their ascension? So divine feminine, letting that shit shine, letting her light shine, and trying to stay grounded with it. Not an easy balancing act, but I know how I do it. You do it your way. What's divine masculine up to in their ascension process? Dark night of soul, karmic relationships. What's the other one? Releasing lower self, kind of on the vibe I was picking up there. Oh, and they've got the same card. Masculine twin. How weird. That's freaky. I said, where's masculine twin at? And I've pulled masculine twin. I shit you not. 555 is big change. There could be something significant about the 5th of May here as well. It's not going to be everyone, but it might be someone releasing lower self. What that means is divine masculines are releasing the lower versions of themselves, which you were meant to live out. I mean, Christ, I've been the lower version of myself. That would be the one that was fucking always pissed when I was hanging about with him, actually. Like always, I never make a fucking secret of that. I don't know why the fucking hell he was attracted to me. You know what I mean? Can't he have been? It's not like he was holding my hair back while I was being sick in the toilet. I don't think he's ever done that. You know what I mean? It's because it's like that's what it would be like. Don't look at me. Do you know what I mean? It would. I don't think that's ever happened. Yeah, but he's definitely seen me crying and and shit like that, and we've definitely had a few funny things. Yeah, Anyway, moving on. So releasing lower self, so to me that does just mean that the bit where you're like, look, this is where I was meant to be at that point in my life, but I don't want to be like that anymore. I actually want to move away from that. So that whatever that is for you or for your twin, they're releasing the parts of themselves that they're kind of like that's who I was then. I don't want to be like that now. And particularly they do not want you to see them like that. That is really strong. You know what I mean? And the thing is that a lot of divine masculines don't realize is, of course, you as a divine feminine won't look at them like that, and you have always seen their light where nobody else did. You know what I mean? And that's why it's good when people talk about stuff like this. It's like that is why divine feminines hold on, the true ones, because it's like I can see the real you, because you can spot your own soul in someone. I mean, that's really deep, but that is what it is, you know what I mean? And staying grounded. So divine masculines are trying to stay grounded whilst releasing their lower self. But, the path of least resistance, choose ease and grace. Look at this, an 8-8 Lionsgate portal. There's been a lot happening since the Lionsgate portal, a lot of changes. And it's kind of like, look, do you go to the kind of new earth or do you stay in the darkness of the matrix? And you could be like, well, fucking hell, take me to the new earth. It looks a lot brighter and sunnier and shining my light and all that. But no, if you're a masculine twin, regardless of whether you're male or female, you are actually more comfortable in that darkness and the pain of the South Node in Scorpio. It just makes it even worse if you've got heavy Scorpio placements as well. And I know this because remember when I was saying about my best friend's got the South Node in Scorpio. Like I say, I've got a few friends that have got where the nodes are at right now. And I did say, I was like, oh, for her, it's not relationship stuff. I bet it'll be something to do with work. And, that is just a wee thing, I said, oh, I'll find out when I talk to her. And it was that. It was stuff in her life was about needing the path, at least it would be easier to keep doing something the way you've been doing it. But actually, there was a change needed there, to just sort of feel like that. So it's not always that the painful parts that you're staying in are something to do with romance. It can be any area of life. And then again, for my other client, it wasn't something to do with romance. It was staying in the comfort zone of a job. And then after doing therapy with me, she has now got a job with a new job, basically, after 22 years. So that's what I mean about it. if you notice the patterns, if you ever are connected, what the fuck's that? Connected, like, to, you know, around me a lot on here, or, you know, if it's like, it's usually quite big transitions. Like, you know, like when Charlotte was talking about the divorces, like I usually do, I am helping somewhere, although I haven't helped Charlotte that one-to-one. I mean, I have helped Charlotte one-to-one, but not for a while. It's like, but on the challenge, you know, it's we would have done stuff there, and it's like just even just talking on here, and even the fact that Charlotte joined my, you know, the prayer list, like, you know, it's kind of like, I don't need to know what it is you need help with, but that's when it actually helps. Like with a person today, when they told me that they were going through a lot of shit, I was like, I'm really proud of you and I love you and I'm glad that you told me that, because now I can pray for you. I can't fucking do anything about it if I don't know what the hell you're going through. And I think that's why all these messages come through about reach out, you know what I mean? And that's why it is really horrible to think that not only people that you love are going through hell and they're not reaching out to, you know, to get help from anybody, any sort of professional, or you, if they're lucky enough to, like, say I was on the phone to one of my best friends earlier that you know, that needed my help, and you know, and again, it's like I help people back. I scratch fucking people's back that scratch mine now, you know what I mean? And we were taught to not be like that. We're taught to be kind to everyone, but my opinion's massively changed on that in the last few years. It's like, I'm kind to people, but I'll be fucking sussing you out. Do you know what I mean? Before I spat, but it's kind well, probably means something, doesn't it? But fucking spit out the ones. You know what I mean? Just kind of don't spit anyone. That's fucking disgusting. That's one of my pet hates. It's horrible, isn't it? But it's kind of like, yeah, spit out what doesn't taste good. I don't know what that means, but I just heard it. It's kind of like, just spit it out as well. Spit it out means say it. Like, you know, don't people please. Don't be around people that don't appreciate and value it. Like, go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. If you're around a whole load of people feeling quite alone, there's a fucking problem there. You know what I mean? Or you're going through your dark night of soul and you go through it, and but no, you probably won't have a lot of the same people around you, to be honest. When you come out of that, you'll start looking around and being like, why the fuck was I even friends with these people in the first place? Some of it might not be that harsh, and you may be able to look back on the past and see you had a lot of happy times, but some of it will be like, wow, how did I not? I'm seeing a lot of people going through that, where it's like, I did not notice how that person was before, and now I can't not see it. You know what I mean? And that could be with anyone in your life. Right, so, whew, shadow work for Divine Feminine. I've only got a couple more to do, and then I need to have a break before I do the star signs. I think it'll be 8 o'clock I do the live stream tonight now, the one for everyone, and I've about to say it won't be long, but let's face it, it might be long. Universe, we're all just stardust. I feel it really ties in with what I've said. And look, there's something important there about Hogmanay, New Year's Eve. I feel that, you know, for a lot of Divine Feminines, I think, you know, and again, you got to let go of attachment and, you know, wanting things to happen there. But it is for, you know, a few people, I'm feeling that. It's like, I think, you know, the end of this year going into next year is going to look very different from previous years. And it says we're all just stardust. And it's just about Divine Feminines, you know, the deep shadow work that you're facing. Is kind of like, do you know what? Like, if this happens, great. If it doesn't, I'm all right as well. You know what I mean? And it's just about realizing that we've come here to take part in some fucking crazy ass drama that'll eventually reach the ending at some point, and it'll be a happy one. But that'll be after a lot of fucking mess and chaos and apparent mix-ups and miscommunication. I don't know. Yeah, look, sun, paint the sun back into your sky. How can you make yourself happy in November 11? How can you make yourself happy right fucking now, Divine Feminine? Paint the sun back into your own sky. Don't wait for your Divine Masculine to do that, although the sun is Divine Masculine. So there's a few messages in that. It's about kind of like your level of happiness is going to go from like here to fucking through the roof. But make yourself happy now, you know, whatever that means to you. Right, so Divine Masculine, shadow work. Oh my God, sorry, I don't fucking hell. Bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. Fucking stand up for yourself. Jesus Christ. Fucking said that to 2 people today already. Stand up for yourself. Bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. I'm going to read that one from the fucking book. And I've just opened it at the book too. I've just opened it at the exact page we need, so it's really important. And this is 16. Now, this isn't based on the tarot, but 16 is the tarot. So 16 is the tarot. 16 is the tower moments, you know. It's the last comment is boom. You know, it's like fucking shit kicking off all around because you're being pushed to stand up for yourself. And why are you led to watch this live stream 2 hours deep if you're watching it live or replay? Because I help people stand up for themselves where you need to. And I'm fucking proud to. And I put myself in the fucking fire line, I might add. Literally fucking Joan of Arc sitting here right now. Do you know what I mean? There's no better way to say it. Someone in your life is trying to burn you at the stake. Wouldn't it have been weird if I used a witch reference? Kind of did though, you know what I mean? She died for telling the truth, didn't she? Maybe you didn't give them something they wanted, or you didn't let them get away. You didn't let them get away with their bad behavior. Either way, they're trying to ruin your reputation. No, this is, I was like, oh, it is for divine feminine too, though. This is divine masculines, but I'm feeling this is for divine. I just got a real, this is divine. I mean, that's not a fucking revelation to me if it's happening to me, but like you say, I always say that, like, I just fucking laugh. If people are out there talking shit about me, I hope it's a fucking entertaining story, because like, you know what I mean? Like, you'll show yourself for who you'll show yourself for the bullshit you're spreading. Like, you know what I mean? So, just laugh. You know what I mean? When you know your own heart, you don't give a shit. Rest assured, your reputation will stay intact. Silence can be effective, but this is not that kind of situation. Get loud and let them have a taste of your bitch fire. That's why I spat. That's why they made me spit. And then that's so weird, but because a lot of I don't think it even shows up, but it's like it had reference. Spit it out. Speak up for yourself. Get loud and let them have a taste of your bitch fire. Wow, that's really fucking powerful. What's on the bottom? Dragon, slay them all. Oh, I'm fucking loving this shit, man. This is so Leo moon dramatic, but I'm defo becoming more bitch fire, and I'm fucking proud of you for it, and I love you. Look, this is women on the card, right? But you're a man as well out there. It's like, stand up for yourself and slay them all. You may actually like things to do with dragons and that as well, like mythical sort of stuff. Something significant may be coming about there on the 6th of December as well. Let's read what this one says as well. So see how that really differs. The divine feminine got ones about, you know, be happy where you are now. And I can't remember the other one, but you know what I mean? It really does make sense for what people are saying to me and what I'm feeling. You know, I was feeling stuff about the Twin Flame Collective, and obviously I feel my own twin stuff all the fucking time, even though I don't know, I know I can feel it. And it's like, and then the hits that I get are really pretty crazy. And again, it's like, that's what I mean about it. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's just nuts. You know what I mean? It gets confirmed by other people. Like, you don't actually need to know. When the heart's involved, people don't always have the best intentions. This is what I've just channeled, and the cards are backing it up. They will pretend they're good for you, only for you to find out they're toxic or even abusive. Sorry, this is a fucking drop the mic moment. I've just said all of this and the card is backing up, and I said it before I pulled the cards. The time has come to face your dragons, and you must slay them before they slay you. That's already happened to some people. You've let people tear you to fucking shreds. You've let people tear your soul to bits. It's literally like Isis and Osiris with the twin flames. Like, go and Google that story. Isis was chopped up in, what was it again? Yeah, chopped up in tiny little pieces. And Osiris and Isis pulls, oh my God, I did get, I'll be here about 5 hours if I pull that card. I think they do want me to pull one of these cards. It's, and Isis, like, it's talking about soul retrieval. It's what I do on these in public and what I do for someone one-to-one. And on my, if you watch my the karmic journey on the replay, blah, 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 everything I do is soul retrieval, right? But it's like some of you are in such dire circumstances, and your mind, body, soul, you've literally been torn to bits soul-wise. And I always get this horrible, tell me. I just know that a lot of masculines out there, men and women, have been torn to shreds by some really toxic women, actually. Toxic women and toxic men. Either kind of like very slyly sort of abusive, or quite obviously kind of, like really going in on someone and making you feel quite worthless. And this is all the stuff that I help people heal. So, of course, don't literally slay them, but make sure they know you won't stand for their mistreatment. That's powerful. Make sure you know you won't stand for the mistreatment and stand up for yourself. That's a strong fucking message of shadow work. And shadow work is doing the hard stuff. It's facing the stuff that people don't want to face. And I'm going to shuffle. I don't know about reading it from the book because they're so long-winded. If either divine masculine comes out, there's something about divine masculine rising or Osiris rising comes out. I wonder, what do we need to know to go with me mentioning Osiris, Isis and Osiris? The dark mysteries. Enter the chamber of the dark goddess. Oh shit. Let me just compose. Let me compose myself and my dirty mind. We're not even in Sagittarius season yet, and it's fucking going there for that. Come on, that was funny, Nix, wasn't it? Enter the chamber of the in the last degrees of fucking Venus and Scorpio. Oh, I can't. Oh, Queen of Heaven. Right, that one too. Right, okay, so oh my god. I'm fucking joking on that. That's hilarious. Oh shit, wait, just tell me to stop talking. This is just like this is just like, it's so funny when the innuendos they just keep, oh no, I was about to do it again. I was about to say something really bad. Oh shit, just stop talking, Claire, just stop talking. The dark mysteries. Oh Christ. Oh god. Let's see. Oh, why did we need to read this? The dark goddess calls you. Oh, look, and it's in the shadow work bit. The dark goddess calls you to her inner chamber, where she holds a test and a gift for you. The test is your willingness to meet and release the fears within that have been secretly holding you back. Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, this is literally what I help people do on those Zooms that you are missing out on if you've never had one. The gift is freedom, peace, opportunity, and prosperity in all its forms. And what did I start off by saying on this live? Prosperity, abundance, moolah, money is coming for some of you, right? Will you accept her call? That you're not getting literal call. Your divine feminine isn't calling you divine masculine. You're calling the divine feminine, just to make that clear, right? Unless you'd called and she misses the calls, then she'll call you back. I mean, that's different, but you're picking up what I'm putting down here. It's your time to make the call. That was a mixture of your turn and time, and it's turned into whatever I said. Your time for deeper initiation is here. This is what Isis, as the dark goddess, teaches us. And remember, this is what I talk about. Like, I really do. People that do the group work with me and individual know this. I literally kind of, I morph into like certain deities, but I definitely turn into Isis energy when I'm channeling the stuff. It's like, I do help you with really dark stuff that not many people can support people with. It's just too heavy, for whatever reason they can't handle it. And I can handle it. This is what Isis, as the dark goddess, teaches us: not to be afraid, to go into the dark places and the difficult feelings within. And with fucking Pluto retrograde 0° Scorpio and the house of fucking people's deepest fucking pain and fears, that's why I can help you do that, because I face my own. They may seem ugly at first, yet if we allow ourselves to go there with some conscious awareness in place, we can realise that these parts of us just need love and acceptance. And those parts that once reviled often blossom and turn into our greatest assets in a more conscious, helpful version of themselves. And that is why I'm saying that divine masculines out there, the ones that are, show me the money, like Jerry Maguire. But again, not too much on that vibe next, because this is what we, it's not in the way that a lot of people will teach money manifestation and all that. It's not my vibe, but you know the way in which we've got to be mindful of all the different things that come through about that. But it certainly does make life a lot easier for a lot of people, but it's only when we're ticking all those boxes and doing what the divine want us to do. If we're holding ourselves back and, you know, it gets held from us. So she of the celestial crescent, the lunar queen, and we've just had that massive eclipse, full moon, and there's a full moon behind her head. What was I going to say there about, oh shit, I was going to say something and it went away. Yeah, it was something about, you know, that is what the divine masculines that are not in situations where, basically the single ones, you know, like, so this is not for the single ones. If you're a divine masculine, regardless of your gender, and you're still attached to someone, you need to sort that out before all the rest of this, right? So the ones that are single and it's fear holding them back from going to their feminine, it's about realizing that whatever is making you feel so shit, you know, your dark, whatever's contributing to your dark night of soul and you not feeling good about yourself, that is what your divine feminine will be able to support you with. And you'll be able to support your divine feminine back where they need support. Because like I said in the video done last night, divine feminines need their divine masculine. And that's why I said, you know, be careful who you're tuning in and being discerning, because I feel lots of divine feminines, because we're strong, powerful, independent women, some can either literally say it like that or give across that vibe that they don't need their divine masculine. And some out there can even really put it down. They can really confuse the whole journey. And it's because they're not, some I'm just, you know, some are not actually a twin flame. They're just not, because they wouldn't talk about their divine masculine like that if they were. You know they're not a perfect person, you know that they've made mistakes, but again, divine feminines have as well. And it's about compassion, forgiveness, it's about all the hurdles that you overcome. It's, you know, it's about all of this stuff. But basically what I got from that message there is, it's like, you know, it's dark and it's scary to face someone when you've not faced them for a long time, especially when you know it's another aspect of your own soul. But it's worth it, because beautiful stuff can come from it, even if it's just fucking clarity. You know, there's nothing worse than not getting closure with something, but you do have to, you have to accept sometimes you just don't get that. But it's eating a lot of these guys out there up, and women. So yeah, right. So in the physical, what have I fucking put here now? Mix. Oh right, no, I'm shuffling the right. I knew it was going to be on here fucking ages. Where? Oh, there they are. Right. So, oh no, I think I was going to. All right. There are no mistakes for telling me. Right. So, divine feminine in the physical. Tell us something we need to know. One card, and I'll look at the bottom. Knowing me, commitment. Yeah, divine feminine wants commitment. That's basically what it is. That's fits with the subconscious blocks. It's like, divine feminine wants commitment, ready for commitment, wants the true love, doesn't want anything fucking less than that. And if you're anything like me, that's what you wanted the whole time. And your divine masculine was just too young and was having fucking done it. And that's fair enough. Like I said, if I chose to be the guy, I would have been fucking probably, I don't know if I'd be doing it exactly the same way, but who knows? I didn't choose that journey, so I don't judge it. You know what I mean? I'm sure I do judge it at times, but you know what I mean? That's just the way. I just got a bit of a sense of humour about all of this. But yeah, divine feminine wants commitment. We've got the rainbow reviver on the bottom there. It's about, you know, divine feminine knows it's about balancing your chakras, cleansing your own energy. For me, it's like, say, I go to get my massage, I also get the energy healing at the same time. And I've never been better because of that. That's why I'm strong now, because I committed to that almost 6 months ago. So I'm feeling strong now. So it's why I say it all the time. Whether it's me you choose to trust and come to regularly, and I'm talking about, yeah, some people do need once a month, or they need to do a package of me, or they need to do more than, or they at least need to do a session if I am the one that's meant to heal you. Or if it's not me, go to somebody. But don't leave yourself getting no healing in these dark times, because many of us need it. If I need it and I'm the one healing folk, you definitely need it out there. You know what I'm saying? Divine feminine or divine masculine, because a lot of divine feminines that are actually teachers like myself, are a lot of them can be too proud as well to seek help. You know what I mean? And you need it. If you're getting a lot, it's like, you know, that's why I'm probably different. I'm probably quite different from, I'm different with a lot of things, but I feel I'm quite proud and different, you know, different in that way with my boundaries, and really quite strict and looking after my energy in that way. Because in counselling training, counsellors have to have a supervising counsellor, which is basically the long and short of it. When you're seeing lots of different clients who's going to listen to you about your stress? Because I actually, at that time, you know, when I was actually doing my placement, not only did I have my own personal counsellor, which, like I always say, loads of people, it wasn't a requirement, but I just saw it as, that's a fucking hypocrite. If I'm going to be a counsellor, but I've never had a counsellor, you know, like that doesn't make sense to me. I want to sort out my own shit and my own shadow work so that I can help somebody, so I can know how difficult it is to open up and, you know, all of that. But also I had a counselling supervisor, you know, whereas it would be her job for me to talk about the issues that were coming up with my clients and what was bringing up for me. So I mean, so you get, my counsellor was for me and my own stuff. And yeah, occasionally it might fall into me talking about my client stuff, but the supervisors, you know, specifically about the work stuff. So I really, you know, a lot of you, if you need to, if you trust me, you could see me as that. If you are a healer that works for other people, I'm honoured and humbled. Like, I have helped loads of famous, you know, famous, well-known healers, mediums over the years. And some people actually became that after they'd done stuff with me and then went off. And a lot of those there's quite a few people that happened with. It was like they came to me once and then, you know, a lot of their stuff soared. You know, it happened with more than just a couple of folk, actually. So, you know, and it was weird to ask that. I was like, what the fuck? But now I just know it is a thing, you know. Bit of an annoying thing when some people don't, you know, tend to be too grateful about it. That's not everyone, but definitely some people. But again, you just see what I mean? It's just another thing where you just let it go, you know, and it's just be happy for people. It's like, oh, that was obviously, I was there to help them, fucking unleash them, to let them soar. And you just focus on your thing. Because everybody has their time. And actually going by these cards, it's this collective of Divine Feminine's time to really fucking shine. And I'm going to claim that that's me. So fucking hi. Are you just coming with me? Let's go. Right, so Divine Masculine to go with commitment. Let's see if they're ready to commit, or it's fucking, you know, what's it, distorted masculine, or... Oh God, look, I just said time. And they pulled my eyes down. Oh my God. Time. Schedule a sacred date with yourself. You deserve time for your life. But who is yourself? Yourself is your twin. That's funny. Right. Right, Divine Masculine. See, I just fucking have a laugh with my fucking self. You know what I mean? Creativity. Oh my God, what the fuck is this all about? What? I'm a bit fucking gobsmacked right here. But I'm telling you, some fucking Divine Masculines are out there fucking, I don't know. They're fucking like... I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at something. I actually came across something this week where someone was saying something quite similar. And it was like making, you know, making you something or something. And I was like, I'll be fucking happy with a fucking paper. You didn't play and fucking tell me how he feels. You. Sorry, I can't stop laughing. Oh, so yeah, basically some Divine Masculines out there getting creative. So maybe it's just quite literally, and look, they're not the distorted masculine. They are the Divine Masculine. Yeah. They're getting creative about how can I become this fucking Divine Masculine? Like, Claire keeps fucking going on about this. She's been saying it for the past year, fucking Divine Masculine, Divine Masculine. Like, how the fuck do I become this Divine Masculine? Do you know what I mean? And like, that sounded like I was meaning that's my one out there doing that. I mean, it's, you know, fucking hopefully at some point, but it's, that's all Divine Masculines that are tuning in, like Connor, that was about 1 million years ago. That's, if he still had the time to hang around, he may be sleeping now because it was that long ago. But do you know what I mean? It's like they're getting creative in the physical world right now in this about how do I become this for my Divine Feminine? I'm going to get creative, you know. And also I feel it's getting creative about how oh, I've just, oh my God, I put them back, but I've just pulled the garden. Oh God. Oh, just, I can't. There's probably loads of jokes there. And soulmates, which is the twin flame card in this deck. You know, how can I get creative about going towards my soulmate? I've been away so long and went on quite a difficult, challenging journey. I'm fucking exhausted now. Do I just totally leave it up to serendipity and fate? Or am I going to need to get really creative with how I go forward to my Divine Feminine? to show them how mature I am now and resolve this conflict and hope that I'm going to be forgiven. I forgive myself. I am forgiven. Which, of course, they were always forgiven, but they need to realise that for themselves. And it's not as if it's a fucking secret, because I'm saying it, right, you know, so that the divine masculines can see that out there. But again, everybody's, you know, not everybody's divine masculine is going to be that lucky to have an extremely forgiving, compassionate divine feminine, but nah, they are. The real ones are. But again, some of those divine feminines, I've actually seen it and felt it for myself, need my help to actually be more like that. And it's understandable. You're allowed to be fucking raging at a lot of shit. You know what I mean? But let it out, sister, brother, and then come back to love. Right. Am I channeling? So I think I'm channeling one of my really hippie guides. Because it's like, anyway, whatever. Right. So, so 3 cards, because I've been on here forever, 3 cards in the physical for divine feminine. And it's not every, oh yeah, oh God, I think I'm spoiling some people's surprises when that happens, by the way. Look at this. Whoa. Right. So whenever this happens, some people it's real time, sometimes it's, some people it could be months away. Let's not fucking hope it's years away. So divine feminine, you may look at the wording. Look at the wording. You may be about to be surprised. So look, they're exchanging gifts. Now, it's not my fucking birthday. It's the other half of my soul's fucking birthday. He's not getting a present. I'm the fucking present, right? So it's like, because it'll probably be long past his birthday. When, anyway, whatever. But it is coming up Christmas as well. So whatever's relevant for you. But you may be about to be surprised. And it doesn't need to be a physical gift. It could just be, like, say, the presence of the other half. Your soul getting in touch. You know what I mean? You just never know. But some divine feminines, you are about to be surprised. And I feel you're about to be surprised with just the way in which everything comes right. And again, there is a lot, I just feel a lot of divine feminines are being very, you're being saved from a lot of bullshit. You're being saved from a lot of stuff you don't need to know. Just trust. I don't know what that means either. I just heard it. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. That's what the true twin flame journey is about. So just look, you may be about to surprise, to be a surprise with whatever that means about different things, and it's, you've got to trust, and you're being called to have faith, because really, you know, you don't need to kind of, oh, I don't know what the fuck's going to, just get still and talk to them, you know. I mean, I don't know how you do it. I mean, my twin flames higher self never stops fucking talking to me. Well, actually, there are periods of time when it does go a bit quiet. We'll not get into that, but it's kind of like, it's just constant. It's all the fucking time. So, but, you know, from what I've gathered from when other people have tuned into my energy, it's really quite astounding how that happens. So anyway, so like on that level is what I'm talking about. But again, I'm like that with like my friend that I just felt I needed to call today. She, like, basically she, God, I'm feeling really in danger of saying names actually, like, and I never do that, but not like her name, it was someone else's. She's very like him, very like scarily so, and that's like a lot of people around me that are so family, and it's just hard. Other than what I've said this before, but other than what I've just said, it's really hard to describe what I mean. But anyway, the point is, lots of different horrible things were happening to her in her life, and I just felt she needed me, and I've sent her a text and been like, you know what I mean, are you all right? And you know, you want to catch up or whatever? And you know, and that's what's a bit of a shame, that you know, you wish you could do that with your twin, but as they pull me the two little angels kissing up there in the corner. But because in the past you will have reached out before and you've been ignored, it's, you know, it does put you off, doesn't it? And again, I really can't see me fucking swinging him a happy birthday when, again, it's, yeah, because I'll just say it here. So there we go. Happy birthday when it Happy birthday for when it arrives. And if he doesn't watch these, I'm just sending that out in the close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. And healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Right, I'm not going. That's really interesting. As I was walking with my mum this morning, I was actually talking about something. I mean, and it wasn't deep, but I was talking about something with her about, you know, like, I'm like that because you set it up like that. But actually, you know, I see, you know, I know where that's come from, and I know, like, basically, you know, I forgive you, but it does help me. Anyway, blah, blah. I'm not getting into the whole big story, but that is relevant. Like, I resonate with that. And even my mum was like, yeah, no, I know what you mean. And it's more kind of like with me, it's like my mum just always worries that I'm like, she just always wants to make sure, like, you know, have you paid this? Have you paid that? Have you got it? And it's just kind of like, you know, and it's even like, I'm just like, fucking hell, like, do you mean yes? Everything's fucking sorted. Because she's going away on a wee holiday. And I was like, Mum, fucking hell, man, do you know what I mean? Like, I've like, you know, but that, and what I'm trying to say is it's like, that comes from a very loving place with my mum and my dad. But I'm nearly fucking 40. Do you know what I mean? Like, fair enough, I'm nearly fucking 40 and I've not got my own family, but Jesus fucking Christ, hopefully it happens fucking one day fucking soon. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Right, okay, let's see what comes up with the masculine now. But it's just funny that I've got a really good relationship with my mum, where I was like, just sort of saying, like, could you maybe just trust that I'm, you know, I'm quite good with stuff like that now, that I worked hard to be good with stuff like that, you know, even if it means I'm fucking skint, I've not got a bolt left, but everything's paid, you know. It's like, I've got food in the fridge. But like I always say, that's why they teach me to be grateful about things like that, you know what I mean? As long as I've got food in the fridge, a roof over my head, and I can go out and get fresh air, that's why I just don't give a shit about money. Do you know what I mean? I know we need it, but it's like, and that's why it's been very hard when I've had people being like, you know, you need to be way more money than what you are, because of the way that you help people in the transformation and all of that. And it's, yeah, I would love to just sort of help people. And I do help people for free. I mean, that's how my soul helps people. But I get into problems with that because a lot of people have taken the absolute piss with that, actually. You know what I mean? And I've had, like you said, I've had people that have done absolute runners, but I still said nothing but love and compassion. And if any of those people want to come back and say sorry, then you know what I mean, I'll accept their apology. But like I said before, I probably wouldn't want to work with the same people, but you know, it's only money. Like, and not everybody has that opinion, is it? So I feel someone's been swindled with money for me, because it's really not that deep with what I'm talking about, but somebody's been dwindled with money. Where? In fact, I help people with financial abuse quite a lot, actually. Let your friends help you. There we go. See, divine masculines need their friends' help, and one of their friends, their best friend, is their divine feminine. Ask for and accept support from others. That's the reach out that I keep channeling. But it's hard. It's hard for divine masculine energies, whether you're a man or a woman, to actually ask for help. That's why I've had to see my friend, one of my best friends, in my mind's eye, to feel that she needed my help. Because again, she's so like me in that way that she wouldn't want to bother me. And she might think, oh, I'm busy, or she might think I'm going through a hard time. And so she wouldn't want to bother me. And I really do get that, because I'm like that too. And in one of the videos I channeled recently, I actually was very honest about that I had to work very hard to not be like that. But I do have people that I go to when I'm really not good. And the last time I was really not good, they all, surrounded me. And I was very grateful for that. Oh my God, this is so fucking... You can tell it's the last of Venus Scorpio, because this is really deep. Right, wait a minute, I'm really hiccuping and I'm shuffling what's going on in the divine masculine collective physical world right now. So I'm transmuting the energy. And holy F-balls, I caught you. Yeah, Michelle, yeah. And that was probably about fucking 10 minutes ago. So hello. 1717, there we've got the star twice. The hope, the healing is happening. Hope is on the horizon. I need to feed the minions what's left. She's been on forever. I'm shocked. Gonna go now. Right, love yous. Have a lovely time. I love that about Claire. Yeah, it's because I'm a generator. You know what I mean? In human design, I can keep going and going and going. Oh, there's Jesus Christ, there's that Scorpio energy again, but I have got Mars and Scorpio. Right, anyway, so let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. What else does Divine Masculine want to say? True love. They're in love with you, Divine Feminine. This is the romance of a lifetime. So this Divine Masculine collective knows they need to get support. They know they need to let their friends help them, but make sure that they are actually genuine friends and not snakes in the grass. And they know who their best friend and their true love is, and it's their feminine. And it's the other fucking half of their soul. It's the fucking yin to their yang. Like the yin-yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character with themselves. And that's quite interesting because I saw a little pillow earlier. Like, not really little, but it's kind of like smaller than a cushion. It's a little cushion with a yin-yang symbol on it that I'm going to get myself for behind, you know, when I sit on the couch. So, but yeah. I told you they're awake. Challenges. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together, not alone, together. So there's lots of Divine Masculines that are trying to handle everything all by themselves, and it's lots of different scenarios for lots of different people. So I was about to say I haven't got a clue what it is, but I've got a very big clue what it is because I'm extremely psychic and God tells me. But it's lots of different situations for different people. So cherish your relationship. Cherish your relationship, and that you're lucky enough and blessed enough to actually have a true love bond connection like that, where somebody loves you unconditionally and has your back. And even if there is stuff that they... Who the fuck is that? Mine already? I'm joking. Wait a minute. Give your relationship a chance. Wait a minute. My part. Right, Chris. Hello? All right. Look, I was absolutely right that Divine Feminine was about to be surprised, because there's my fucking surprise. But it's stuff I ordered. Work on your partnership, but that's still an omen. Oh my God, did I just... Anyway, I need to get the parcel and then I'll come back. Guys, see when you get told to fucking put your jumper on and zip it up so the girls are away. Trust your intuition, because that guy was gawking at me even with the Wonder Woman jumper on covering the tits. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh dear, so funny. See, it's just that Divine Feminine energy. Do you know what I mean? People feel it. Fucking hell, Christ. If that's how much he was looking and I didn't have it, I'm just like, that's why I don't get them out a lot. You know what I mean? I just, you know, felt like wearing the leopard print, and I usually would wear my roll neck, but anyway, we'll move on. But that was pretty funny. He was like just gawking. Anyway, sorry if that's somebody's fucking failure or something there. Do you know what I mean? He was a bit older as well. Do you know what I mean? He was, you know, sometimes they can be a bit of a looker, but no my time anyway. Right, so absolutely hilarious. Right, moving on. So, right, okay. Oh no, we've already used them. Right, so we're going to end, because I've been here for ages now, we're going to end with this. Oh, that was funny. You'd have to have fucking seen that. Do you know what it reminds me of? Were you in that live, Michelle, when it was I was out with my mum and my nieces, and it was before we so we were going to my sister's, and we were standing outside, and like I was just waiting for them to come out, and there was a guy cleaning the windows. Like there was a guy cleaning the windows next door, and he was like, "All right, how you doing?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I'm all right." And I was just like, and I don't know what he was saying, but he was chatting, right? And sometimes I just don't fucking realise, right? He was chatting away, and it was before my mum went in the house. My mum just, I'm going to be honest, she couldn't actually contain her laughter because she could tell that I couldn't tell he was chatting me up. And oh fuck, it was just funny because my mum actually started laughing. When it was like I wouldn't push her, but I was like, "Mum, shut the fuck up." Do you mean? And it's just funny because my mum's really shy. My mum's like, I think that's where it comes from. Like she was just I'm a weird mix of my mum and my dad, where my dad will make all the jokes of the day about shit like that, which is where that comes from, and I do that. And then my mum's really shy. But she was probably thinking, fuck, I don't know what I'd do if someone was doing that to me. So she found it quite entertaining. And again, it's because I was really in that strong. Well, it's because it was Leo season. You know what I mean? And that's my Venus is in Aries in the house of Leo. So it's like, and because it's Leo moon, you know what I mean? I bet even if I was going to the fucking door with my jammies on, that guy still would have still been popping out his head. Do you know what I mean? I doubt it. But do you know what I mean? That's just funny. Right, I need to turn down that here. It's people. Oh shit. Oh no. Did you see the fucking leopard print combo that I've got going on? That was not part of the fucking plan, guys. You know when you're just too comfy and you forget? I've actually got, oh no, this is for a reason. Wait a minute, I'm going to see. Do you know what this is? I know what they're fucking doing. Do you know what my twin flame used to always slag me for? Wearing leopard print all the time. And look what I'm wearing. I've just realised and look, the pillow. And I don't even mean that shit. That's hilarious. Oh, that's quite funny. Yeah, so obviously it's only because nobody can see, but I just showed you. Anyway, moving on. Right, so this is Divine Feminine. Overall, Divine Feminine, and this Divine Feminine needs to go and fucking have her tea and then come back and carry on this shit, whatever this is. Right, so Divine Feminine. Oh my God. What in the fuck? I'm fucking loving this energy. Stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. I have said that several times on this live. Divine Feminines are very, very strong women and men. If you're a man, Divine Feminine. Step into your power. Shine your fucking light. You know what I mean? Step into your power, shine your light, or whatever makes sense to you. Traveling lightly, simplify your life, and get rid of the crap. Cut the things out of your life. Put the boundaries up where you need to. Yeah, simplify your life. What have we got for Divine Masculine? I need to go and see what stuff I ordered on the internet and whether I'm keeping it or not. I hadn't done that for you. I actually realised I hadn't actually done an internet shop that wasn't my fucking food shop since fucking February or something. I was like, fuck. And I got this coat today that I kind of knew it was gonna be a hit or a miss. And it's just kind of I'm gonna have to try it on with my, with my going out stuff and that, but not going out. I mean just going somewhere other than the beach. But it's yeah, I don't know. But anyway, let's hope this is a bit more of what it I just think I hate taking stuff back, but I think I might need to do that. I won't take it back. I'll just get the fucking post-it, pick it up, man. Do you know what I mean? Right, so Divine Masculine. But the point is, I moved out of my comfort zone because the coat is very bright. It's not like pink or anything. Do you know what I mean? It's like a bluey kind of greeny colour. And it is a lovely colour, but it's just I'm not too sure. That's funny, they're pulling me to the colour that is over there. So there's, with me saying that has relevance. It's where do you need to, even if something, with me, it's even if it comes, you're oh no, actually, that's not me. At least you've done it, you know, rather than being like, oh no, it's too bright. You just see. Because I might actually like that, you know, once I put on my stuff I'm going to wear, like not the shit I'm wearing today, well, on the bottom half anyway. Like I've got my Wonder Woman socks and my, I mean, this is me. Do you know what I mean? That is just my energy. Wonder Woman socks and a bit of leopard print, you know. Don't wear leopard print every day, but there's always something kicking about, right? So, and also that I hate leopard print and leopard print together. Do you know what I mean? That's only because it was for comfort. And yeah, anyway, whatever. You don't need to fucking explain yourself. That again is channeling someone trying to explain themselves to me. Who gives a fuck? Do you know what I mean? What if I had fought this match? Right, divine masculine doesn't want to tell us. Embracing enthusiasm and fellow travellers. Support is all around you, divine masculine. So, well, and divine feminine, but support is all around you, and shout to the heavens with happiness. Well, what the fuck's happening here? It's like this is like a bit of a timeline of the divine masculine's journey, because it's went from a bit kind of dark doom and gloom shit to shouting to the heavens with happiness. I mean, that sounds like divine masculines that have caught up with their divine feminine. Right. I'm going to leave it there now. I think I'm going to pull one more of these funny blunt cards. We don't really need a card for that. We just need me to say something, don't we? But right. So it is now fucking an hour before I wanted to. Oh no, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do these. I wanted to do that today. If I just kind of limit it, because I've done this today, and maybe I've just done it a bit back to front. You know what? Fuck it. I think I'm going to have to do that, guys. I think because I've done this for ages, I think I'll just do the star signs. And maybe just have like a 30-minute stop gap or something to do. Basically, I'm going to be live, apart from eating my tea now for the next sort of 30 minutes. I'll be live from like, I would say there's my stomach rumbling, so I really do need to go and eat. But it's like I'll be live from, I'd say, about 6:30 or even 7 my time. Fuck knows what time in the morning just to get these done. Yeah. Anyway, if people are wanting to hang around to see, right. So what do we need to know? Give us one message for everyone watching this. Because it's not everybody. It's not going to make sense to everyone. I've just seen rebel. So somebody needs to rebel. What hiccups? But hopefully it helps who it needs to. At least it entertains you. If not, I love you, Claire. See you later. I love you too. And it's falling on the ground. Oh, look at that. You're giving, oh my God, see what I mean? See how random that was. If you're new, that what you might think that was really random. And now I'm stuttering. So it's like that means something. If I'm stuttering, someone can't get the words out, can't express themselves, or it's just, I feel it's just the overwhelming emotions of the true love. But it's kind of like you're giving too many fucks, give 0. That's you're giving too many fucks about however you're going to come across to your twin flame. You're giving too many fucks, give 0. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you caring what your twin? Well, okay, you do care what your twin. You really do care what your twin flame thinks about you. You care about your twin flame's feelings, but it's kind of like, you know, once you're fully awake, it could really fucking look like you don't give a shit before that. Just being honest, it really can. But you know, don't give too many fucks about what people think about you, whoever it is, even your twin flame. Just fucking do it. Look, oh my God, seriously, just do it. Fucking apologize. Oh my God, I didn't plan that. It's actually sitting there. And look what's behind it. That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. Seriously, just do it. Fucking apologise. The card's saying it, not me. You're giving too many fucks. Step 0. You know what I mean? Shit's going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. Well, hopefully I embody that, guys. It's proven by the man that delivered the ASOS box. Drop the fucking ego. Oh, I should have said it. Fuck. And then that's even quite funny because I'm like fucking saying that about me. And then they're saying that. It's like, right, Claire, don't fucking, you know, don't overdo it. It's Leo Moon. You're going to come across wrong. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? Give 0. I couldn't give a fuck if somebody finds this and thinks she's fucking up herself. But well, you don't watch all the rest of the time. Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? It's all right to be feeling yourself sometimes. You know what I mean? Other days I'm fucking cutting about and I haven't fucking had a shower and I'm feeling like shite, you know what I mean? But I still love myself. Drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. Love yourself however you are, what in all your forms. Now I'm channeling the vibe again. I don't mean it. It just happens because I've watched it that many times. Don't fucking force it though. Allow that shit to come to you. Divine feminines. Right, I'm going to go now. Ask a fucking expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. And you're looking at one. When it comes to the twin flame journey, I'm a twin flame teacher. I'm a twin flame expert. Time to let go. Move the fuck on. Some of you need to move the fuck on from karmic partners or people that you thought was your twin flame and it isn't. And it's not your fault. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. Take personal responsibility. They're not letting me stop. You are loved. You're here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. That's the people that are not going for what they want. You got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit winning. Forgive, let that shit go. Shame, regret, guilt, those are just bullshit. That's backing up what I said about that's what's stopping a lot of people. They broke your heart. Fuck them. That's for the karmic. Anything that hurt your heart. Get the fuck outside and move your ass. Your body is pissed at you. Right, can we stop now? Don't let your issues fuck it up. Some good shit is about to happen. And that's why I keep going until they tell me. Now they're like, now you can stop. Because that fits with the surprise. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'll be back in about fuck knows when, but I'll be back at some point and I'll either be, depending on how long I take, I'll be coming and doing the 12th house Tuesday, or but I think I'll be fitting in Aquarius and another sign before I do that. So if you want to get entertained before I do the live, otherwise I'll see you there. And when I do the live at 7 o'clock my time or 8 o'clock time, whenever I depend to do it, I'm losing the words. Whenever I end up doing that, that's when you can donate to get your own message, or just hang around and see what I say for the collective, and it might make sense to you. But I'll see you later. This is where I try to find how to end this, and I can never find it. There we go. That was fun though.